All right, testing, testing. Am I here? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm just going to sit here until somebody answers me. Put one in the chat so you can hear me and see me okay. Like, no problems. Hear me, see me, no problems. I mean, okay. I'm RHOSLC Krista Marie, who started your own podcast on YouTube. Sorry that this is the the second time we did this, but so now you can hear and see me good, 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 good. I'm glad. Hi, reality counselor. Hey, Jacqueline, Amir, Lauren, Large's here. Hopefully, Large's here. I'm dropping the link for you. Happy Friday, Salt Lake City. Who's starting one? Lisa, Bronwyn, Heather, Brittany. Now, let's see. We have Lisa and Bronwyn, Heather and somebody. Heather and Bronwyn. Whitney and Lisa. Whitney and Justin. No, I'm just saying. Justin, they're so weird. Why did he just get a fucking job? Get a job, dude. I don't sound as clear as it usually does. Fuck. Like, not loud or not clear? Like, it's fuzzy, you mean? Let me see. So I test it. So I have, so it's staticky is what you're saying, or it's like going in and out or something? Like, am I fuzzy? Fuck. Shit. Mm-mm. Hold on. Mike, are you working? Oh, Mike's not working. Mike, oh, fuck, I think I fucked that up. Mike, are you working? Mike, fuck, I think I fucked that up. Mike, see the cat muffled? Man, muffled. Fuck. We might do this. Hold on. Okay. Is that better? That's better, right? Better now or better before? Better now, I hope. I switched it's better. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I must have like switched the mics, not the mics, the camera, something. I don't know what I did, but okay. Everything's good now. All right, good. Well, that was a fucking nightmare. I was like, literally, like, not only was I late, I'm like, fuck, now I'm like, they can't hear me. And maybe it's because I changed it so many times. I don't know. But, okay, good. Well, happy Friday. Who started me on? I'm assuming you sent me notes. I haven't checked, but I'm assuming that you did. Let me check. I dropped the link for whoever. Larja, whoever wants to come in. Anybody that's watching, you might want to fast forward for the next 10 minutes while I play with my hair. Oh, God, it's so much fucking hair. Oh, there we go. Mike, are you working? Mike's working. Okay. Still working. I thought I just kicked it out again. Okay. You can check my notes. So I had to pull this like piece of hair out of my face, but it's like still in my face. Still in my face. Ow. Oh, there's my Larja. Okay. Where's she at? There she is. Hello.
Friday!
Happy Friday.
How you doing, Pinky Tuscadero?
Oh, I know. Isn't it cute?
Yes, I love SMP. I love it.
I don't know what the
How's
fuck is
life?
happening.
How's being Snow White? How are the animals? How's Jersey? All that. How's the fam bam?
Jersey's good. It's not as
Awesome.
hot. It's like humid, but all the animals
Yeah.
are great. Everything's
Wonderful.
What's the
I'm gonna
latest?
stream this to my
Are you?
the latest, the greatest. We're still looking at properties all over, and we are doing the homeschool thing. I have a financial event tomorrow with the student union, a return to school barbecue. So I get to go tell the families how to, do their stuff to get set up. That's exciting. And and then TikTok was tripping with me this morning. I was like,
No.
really, TikTok? I mean, TikTok's been paying me well pretty much on Wednesdays, but yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. It look, it went over to America bought it yesterday, and now my shit's fucked up.
Oh my God, really? Oh shit, they bought
Yeah,
it
all my
yesterday.
videos got reported. Like as soon as I post a video, it's like this isn't available. I'm like, I literally just posted. Nobody's even seen this shit yet. How do you know it's not available?
Oh.
And then it's like, oh, for sex and nudity, for gore, for just all these different violations that has nothing to do with my video. And I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
oh, I see you bitches. I see what's up.
Hmm.
I
Was
see
it
what's up.
Love Island?
Yeah, it's Love Island, the Van Carthens, Nicolandria. I'm a Nicolandrian.
Mm.
That is Nicholas von Steenberg, coupled up with Olandria Carthen,
I love them.
and they
Still
are
doing
taking
good?
the world by storm.
They are? Okay, good, good. They're still doing good.
Yes, they are taking the world by storm. They're like the premier. There's never been a Love Island couple that did it like this. Crazy.
Right? Remember
But
how like they weren't even
mhm.
like it was like not even a thing for a while?
Yep, yep.
Love them.
So we are going to be doing Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap with Krista Marie. Now, again,
Yes.
I've only seen a couple clips. Was going to tap in.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely up here because I want to hear your thoughts on Lisa O and all her friends'
Oh,
money that she's a thief. And I know how you feel about people borrowing money and not paying that shit back. I know you mad at Lisa right
I,
now. Her
well,
and her husband, John. I know
it's
it. I know it.
it's
And then
it's
that one
hey.
case said, huh?
I did like don't fucking borrow money, right? And have
Yeah,
some fake, some false, like I don't know, flimsy contract that you can just rip up, so that when you go to court, they're like, oh, there's not enough proof. That's why you don't have to pay them back. That's why it's dismissed because there's not enough proof. But you still borrowed the money. You're still
yeah,
a moral piece of shit. You know, like
right. Like that's the whole thing. I'm like, dude, they're not saying they didn't borrow the money. They're
right,
saying you didn't ask us soon enough to pay you back. Like the one guy, he should have asked in 2023 if he wanted them to start making payments
right.
because it was a verbal contract and those are only 4 years. And it was so loose. It said pay me back whenever. And so if whenever would have happened within 4 years, but now he's 2 years outside of that. And Lisa and her freaking stealing ass husband,
Oh,
thieving ass husband. Look, if you my friend and you come to me for 500 G's and I give it to you because you said you needed some help with some investment shit, and then I found out that you were flush and you didn't need my help and that you only needed it to go on to go on Real Housewives of Salt Lake Kiss My Ass, then we got a problem.
mm-hmm. And it's like
Mm.
like and I don't know what she thinks. Like, I mean, she's probably happy she has to pay these people this money back. Like, if anything, you are like Jen Shaw. You're actually probably even worse.
Just,
These people borrowed
just
money, and
like Jen Shaw.
yeah, like Jen Shaw didn't make any promises. I don't think. I don't know.
And
Jen
Jen
Shaw
Shaw didn't know the people personally.
right.
Jen Shaw didn't know the people personally. This bitch know the people.
The people, and they're like walking around town like this bitch is like seriously like
Sitting
it's
on
four hundred
TV, oh,
thousand.
I'm so great. I'm so great. I'm baby gorgeous.
Yeah,
And those
baby
people know she owned $500,000. Would have been like,
twice, twice, twice. She borrowed it twice. Let's see.
yeah,
Yeah.
she did one and her husband did the other one.
Oh God. Yeah. Let's see.
She did one and John did one.
The most recent lawsuit against Lisa's company, Vita Tequila, came in 2024. A Georgia financier, William McGreary, alleged that Lisa and her husband, both John, came to them. This is last year. Oh my God. Came to them for financing their company. Right. They needed a cash
Oh, that was
injection to fulfill orders. Yeah. The McGreary then loaned the couple 400 grand in trust. Says they had clear terms for the repayment. The date that the loan was due was December 27, 2023. She was well into the seasons by then. In court documents, McGarry says he never received the payment as agreed upon, or any attempt to collect the debt was unanswered. In 2024, McGarry finally filed the lawsuit, hoping to recoup the lost loan balance and put an end to things. McGarry says that his trust sent a letter attempting to collect the past due amount, but he has not received any payment. Wow. Lisa claims the lawsuit is false and she never misses in paying her bills. Yeah, right.
whatever.
Whatever the fuck they're like, whatever you have to legally pay, and that is it. And this is
She
like
spent
just
all that money on Wendy's, you guys.
And then another guy, Bart Carlson, filed. Yep, another 410 against Fita Tequila and her companies because Lisa again is
That's
being
almost $1 million.
I know, and then another 100,000. Jeez, from all about the wait, no, it's from all the. Sorry, the company sued Vita Tequila, another company. Oh my god, like another 100,000. Yeah, that's $1 million right there. 400, and another 100 and something. I missed $1 million. Wow, what a piece of shit. And like literally, and poor Monica. Monica's like single mom, 4 kids, husband left her. Like she didn't pay a lousy $3,000 lip injection bill, and they kicked her off the freaking show. You know what I mean? Like poor what a, and Bronwyn. All right,
Yeah, we can still be friends, honey.
right.
Look, because we don't agree. She loves Lisa, and I'm giving
No,
Lisa the
Lisa.
razzmatazz.
I thought we were getting in a shower, Lisa. I mean Jacqueline. I mean, listen, honey. You sure it's not Lisa behind that? I'm just kidding. No, but like,
That's what I said in the comment earlier. I said, Lisa, is that you?
I
She was going on
know.
for Lisa earlier. I'm just kidding with you, honey. I know that was you.
No, I don't know. I think it might be Lisa. I might be the one and only person. No, I'm just kidding. Not Team Lisa. Jeez. Well, yeah. Fuck you guys. Well,
Only if you spin your hand first.
I know, right? Make sure you use lube. It's not fair if you don't use lube. Like, I won't even see it coming. All right. But all right, so I love Mary. I love Mary.
I do too. What is she? But it seems like does she have a snowflake this season, or is she a friend of?
Yeah, she's all into it. Lisa, this is the first time Lisa's been on camera, right? And not for nothing, but she doesn't look the same. She looks weird. She looks like Lisa without the lips. I don't know.
Something's happening with her eyes. It's her eyes. I said it in the chat earlier. Her eyes are starting to look a little Wendy Williams, you guys. They're starting to do like this bald thing, and her eye. Just look at her. When in that interview, especially with Page 6, if you pull up the interview with Page 6, then you'll see there's something happening with her eyes where they're a little bulgy and big, and she looks super tired. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
Why? Is that nephew?
Yes. That is nephew.
Which one?
That's the he's gonna be 13 in April, you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he like homeschooling?
He loves homeschooling. He loves it. You like homeschooling? You want to go to school?
I was kind of excited to go back to school, to be honest.
Oh, look, now he's saying he was kind of excited to go back to school.
Listen,
Yeah,
every summer so was I. Every summer so was
We
I.
can sing you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can. Maybe we'll hit you up for. You can go next semester. It's not too late. We got year-round school, son. You can go tomorrow.
I would just say everything they told us was a lie. So.
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let this let this year calm down. See what's happening in the first part of next year. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he could still. There's like other things like sports and stuff he could do to be around his friends still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like sports and music and rock climbing. I want plain ones. What?
Music.
I think I want plain ones.
I want sour Skittles. I want sour Skittles. Yeah. Sour Skittles, please.
Sour Skittles?
Sour Skittles, please. Thank you.
How did you know I wanted either one of those? Those are my two favorites.
Look how cheap it eats. I don't even share. Can you throw me one?
F school. That's what I'm saying. All they do is try to unteach you his. I don't even know what version he's gonna get. They just banned 10,000 books at school.
Yeah, like I mean,
I don't even know which version he gonna get. Son, you might
teach them about they try to teach them about 9/11, and like we're all over here like it's a conspiracy, it's a lie, it's all lies. And they're going to school like my mom said it was a lie. My mom said there's no planes.
Right? Oh, the people.
My mom said our country did it.
Even for homeschool, you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm his parent teacher, and we have student teachers that are real credentialed teachers that help me teach him, and who I can check in with about like curriculum questions, help, whatever. So in like history class, I told him how it's really important for me as an African American to have it represented properly, and like I really wanted to have our curriculum be inclusive of those types of things. So they're like, okay, Miss Anderson, we got it. So I was like, when we got to the chapter on Egypt and it had all blonde blue people in the pictures. And they're like cartoon images saying these are Egyptians, and everybody in the cartoons was blonde hair and blue eyes and fair skin, you guys. I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna need some accurate representation of like what's happening here.
What did they say? I didn't even see.
They were like, "Oh, you're right, Mrs. Anderson. Let's see what we can help you find." So yeah, they're real cool about it. They already know. They're like, they even asked me first. They're like, "Do you think this will be okay?"
Yeah, that's good. Like, you know what? Might as well just take
Look,
my kid right out.
hey,
Yeah.
Lisa Barlow. I was wondering, is your name Barlow because your bar is so low on how to be a good friend?
Hey, baby gorgeous.
It's Baby Gorgeous is here. Everybody got Baby Gorgeous.
Yes.
Hey, Baby Gorgeous. What did you have to say? Anything? Anything? In defense of yourself, ma'am? Baby Gorgeous, are you there? Yeah, I changed your name.
You're a jerk.
That's
Well, you
hilarious.
love
I
her.
thought she did that. I thought she did that. That's why I was like, is there? I love you, honey.
Jerks. All
I'm
of you.
420. I'm a 420. So look, Lisa doesn't 420 before she argues. I love to 420 before I argue because it makes me get all the points.
You sounded just like her.
Larja, I can't argue with you because you will beat me every single time. I feel like you get 15 points across before I can even get one stoner point out of my mouth.
Yeah, it's all because that's my stone. Yeah, my stone makes me like
really
quicker.
Fast. I'm gonna come back after I shower, but I saw something because you guys were talking about Lisa's makeup on like her eyes and stuff.
Not her makeup, her bulging
and
eyes.
I saw some. Can you hear me?
Yeah. There.
No, we can't hear you now. You're not saying nothing.
Are you saying something?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Now.
Okay. I saw something on social media where they're saying that maybe the makeup artists are doing this on purpose because they're seeing this with like a lot of Bravo celebrities. It wasn't just Lisa, where where the rumor is that they're actually sabotaging like their looks because of unpaid makeup bills.
Really? Well, why would you go back?
That was kind of interesting because I thought maybe that's what's happening.
It's not. It's
Lisa.
like her. It's her actual facial structure, like her like wrinkles around. Let me show you. Like something looks different on her. I'm going to show you like her last year and this year and show you what I mean. And I don't. It just looks like she's her lips are smaller or her like her eyes are okay. This is definitely not what she looks like now. Let me say, but in when she was driving, or no, the page 6 interview it is. All right, so we have
my Wi-Fi is so terrible right now. It's the look of Lisa in her confessional. It's if you look, it almost looks like one of her eyes is not done. Like they only did one of her eyes,
really?
and the other one either doesn't have lashes on it or doesn't have something. But her two eyes look completely different.
Yeah, really? I was looking at her complete overall like facial.
But all right, so here they pulled up. They also pulled up a picture of Sheena Shea, and that's why they're saying that maybe the makeup artists are doing this on purpose, like as some sort of like weird revenge.
But
that's weird that her and Sheena Shea
don't do their makeup, then don't do anyways. You know what I mean? Just don't do their makeup again if they owe you money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's strange that her and Sheena Shea would have the same issue, but they don't have the same stylist because one's in Salt Lake City and one in LA.
Right. But there's a lot of rumors that production is pissed at Sheena also. So maybe production is also pissed at Lisa for not being in the first episode and for giving them a hard time over her salary and all of that.
That's because she wanted to have more money.
All right, so let me show you just what I mean. Like, because I don't think it's anything to do with her makeup at all. I think that
that's the article. That's the interview I'm talking about. When you get a little further in, her eyes look sick.
Yeah.
And she didn't have that good of a skin routine and stuff already, you guys. Plus, she drinks soda all day and eats Wendy's all night and candy.
Something's different about her face.
I was wondering about, which I'm like completely behind, but the Mormon wives, their skin is all like beautiful also, and they drink soda all day and all night. So
Yeah, I know.
I drink. I literally drink one can of soda and I get 3 pimples.
You
So
do?
Maybe do they eat vegetables with the kids or something? Because Lisa don't eat no nutritious stuff, you guys.
it's all about that fast food
I
life.
mean, I just think like she just looks so different to me. I don't know. Like compared to like what she looked like last year. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I just thought maybe she stopped getting fillers and all. Like she commented on her appearance at all? Like, see, because you know what I mean? It's not like her makeup. Her makeup looks even there, but it doesn't look done. But I mean, I don't
Her
know.
eyes are poofy. It looks like that thyroid commercial where the lady was wearing glasses all the time, and then she could finally take her glasses off because the medicine for a thyroid condition started working. Look how big and bulgy they are.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, let me say, because like I don't know. Sheena looked. I mean, I don't know. I thought Sheena just stopped wearing makeup for some reason. I thought she just was wearing less makeup. You know what I mean?
I know you,
Huh?
City, but when I get out of the shower, can I please talk to you about Sheena Shea?
Yeah, as long as you hurry the frig up.
I don't take long showers.
I know. I think Brahma looks like fucking amazing on Watch What Happens Live.
I hate her.
Bronwyn,
Yeah, look at this. Oh my
Bronwyn
god.
wears herself well.
Look how bad this.
Bronwyn does. Like, look
Oh
at
my
the
God.
two. Are they the same age, or is Bronwyn much younger?
I think Brahma's younger. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Lisa's just not aging well. She should have.
She's
That
not
fast
aging.
food life is only going to get you so far, girl.
You look like
I'm
she looks
trying.
like you've gotten
I'm
her
trying
face.
so hard not to judge Bronwyn on her tone of voice because I hate when people judge me on my accent. But there's
Yeah.
something about the way she speaks that just rubs me the wrong way, and every time she speaks, I just get annoyed.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's almost like I feel the same about Heather Dubrow. They have this air about them, the way that they speak, and it
Yeah.
makes me feel like that's not their normal speaking voice.
Supposed to
Like
be a
if I
class.
were,
Roman too. I think Roman is very good at like she's just really good at communicating. I don't want to call it word salad, but like I love her. I think I will stick up for her because I mean I just think
I think she's very good at getting the audience to like her with her cutesy voice.
well
And I don't think that she actually speaks like that. If you were to
Well,
meet her in
Lisa,
person,
yeah,
Lisa.
I understand. She does kind of do like it's a little higher, and
like
she
condescending
kind of,
almost.
I don't feel like it's condescending. I feel like it's so non-confrontational. It's confrontational.
Right.
Like she's like, but everything she's saying is passive aggressive to push all your buttons. But she says it like this. And well, Lisa, what about your lawsuits?
Lisa,
Well,
stop yelling at me, Lisa. Stop yelling.
she's like Glinda, the Good Witch of the West.
Yes. That's what it is. You're right. Oh my God, she's Glinda. She's Glinda. Yes. Lisa needs to eat an apple. Lisa, yeah. Look, and the lawsuit thing with the dog bites. Let's be fucking clear. She literally got bit by the dog, right? She got bit by a dog. Then
it was her dog. It was her dog.
Okay, well, listen, even with her dog or not, she still paid for the other dog to get the sick, whatever. Like, had nothing to do with the dog biting her, but she still paid for the dog to get well and made sure it got home. And they hold that against her. Then her dogs end up biting some stupid fucking Amazon drivers who never listen when I tell you don't fucking go down my driveway, and you do it anyway. And my dog bites you twice, but that has nothing to do with the other thing. So like, people like, oh, well, her dogs bite other people, but. Okay, well, she still paid for the other dog to get unwell or well, whatever it needed, and made sure it got home because she felt bad for whatever had happened. She also blamed herself for it. So, what do you have to say about that?
I have this bad habit of once I don't like a housewife, it's
Mhm.
very hard for me to like. I feel like almost everything they do just rubs me the wrong way. Like I look into everything that they do, and nothing they do is like right in my eyes. And that's kind of how I'm feeling about Bronwyn. There's nothing that I like about her aside from the fact that I align with her opinions and thoughts, and I like how she stands up for the LGBTQIA+. But that's the only thing I like about her.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think
and
she
I'm
really
totally,
likes? Do you really think she likes to suck out dick?
I do. I absolutely do. I think she likes to suck that gout dick for money. I absolutely do.
Well, it is practically. That's what I said. I'm like, we're the highest paid hookers.
I mean, I'm not knocking her for that.
No, I mean, I think she likes to have sex with her husband.
But I will say, I don't know if it's just the way that I was brought up, but, and I'm being super judgmental because I already told you I just don't like her. But did you see in the last episode how she was saying how she moved her daughter's boyfriend into the house to keep her daughter at home?
Yes.
Like, and I don't know if it was just the way, I mean, I will admit I was raised like pretty sheltered, and you know, my mom was really strict. So
I know you still worry
that
about
there
it.
is no way in hell that if I had a daughter, my daughter's boyfriend would be staying over. Like, that's just not a thing.
How old is her daughter?
I think she's like 17, 18.
Oh yeah, that's far too young.
I think she's got.
That's what I'm saying.
That's very young to have.
And then that whole thing about, oh, well, if they're not doing it, at least here, they're under my nose, and you know, and at least it's here. Like I had kids like that in high school, and this was like in the 80s, and those parents were they were still loose from the 60s. Those parents, and they would be like 15 and having a 17-year-old boyfriend spending the night. Oh hell no, that would have never flown in my house. That would have never flown in my house.
Do you know that even when my husband and I were engaged, my parents would still not let him stay at the house in the same room with me? It is like the craziest. I mean, now we can because we're married, but like my parents were like, absolutely not. And if I were to have kids, there's no way that I would allow my daughter, even if she was 18 years old, to have her boyfriend live with me. That's just...
When I turned 18, I was living with my boyfriend, and I was still in high school, but we've only had a shore house. But that's how like that's how we like ended up having our boyfriends like staying over at our house, because at the shore house we would do it. And so then my parents kind of just like, my parents weren't strict at all. That's why either. But like, yeah, I got my first tattoo when I was 14. And I told my mom, and it was like,
what establishment let a 14-year-old get a tattoo is the question.
Or
was it a house tattoo?
No, it was a place called the Jersey Devil Tattoo. And
the name says it all, y'all.
Yeah, it was one of these. It's right here under my belly button. And
what's it say?
It's a little it's a fucking piece of tribal art. It's like a typical trash. I have a tramp stamp, and I have one of them because I got my belly button pierced, and I wanted one that went like cute, like it's cutesy looking, you know, underneath.
Yeah.
But I can show you actually.
You want to hear a great tattoo story?
I don't know. Are they going to turn us off because they think we're going to see something else?
Probably. Yeah, you know what? Probably it's too low.
It's not that kind of podcast.
That needs to be members only, darling.
You need to get money for that.
You're definitely due $1 for that.
I have
a tramp stamp though. Hold on.
Oh, graduated and still 18.
You see it or no?
Why does he need to spend the night?
Make by say, I don't know.
She moved him in because she wants to keep her daughter at home, and she thinks if the boyfriend is there, that'll convince her to stay home and not go away to school.
I think she was turning 18 and probably gonna move out with her boyfriend, and she's surprised. Nope, you're coming here.
That's interesting.
Krista, you would love
So it's
this.
not because the family moved away and the only way they can still be together is if he moves in, like his family's still in town?
I'm pretty sure she said she admitted in the episode that she purposely moved him in to keep her at home.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they keep her at home, and like she probably was going to move in with him or something.
That is creating a male-centered daughter. That is, let that fool go home. He's not going to put your toilet seat down. He's going to leave the cap off your toothpaste. He's going to leave toothpaste in the sink. He's going to be eating, snoring. He whatever.
Like, does he walk around in his underwear? You know?
What does Todd have to say about it?
I don't know. Todd was right there when they were all hanging out in the kitchen, and they were all there in the kitchen together. Hey, Ellie from Ellie,
how's it going?
Listen, honey, I think you should just, I'm sorry, Lisa Barlow, I think you should just stay here with us and not go. You know what I mean?
I mean,
she was only going to take a shower.
I said, if I'm not showing my face, then I can hold off on my shower.
That's what I was saying. You might as well just stay here and chat with us because we're
Krista, you would go crazy right now because I have adopted this outside cat that literally will not leave me.
Guess what I found for outside cats? Or my sister
What?
found it. It's like this. It looks like a hutch, but it's like they just like I don't know. It's like these like little like I have to show you a picture of it. Where are you guys at? I lost just. It's like a hutch and it has like two stories or whatever, and then it's like a bottom part, top part, and then like a cute little top little like housey looking thing, and it's heated. It's like $300 out. I was like, I don't know who the fuck's buying me that. Like, I mean, she sent it to me, let's just buy it for me. But it's so freaking cute. It's like, even though I have the gazebo, I turn that into their like home outside. But like, I could use another one. Why not use another thing for them to sleep in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I already have 2 cat tents out there now. Well, I have 2 out there.
Now, Mary's son, Mamir, I didn't know that Mary moved her son's girlfriend in while it was still a girlfriend. I thought this lady was only staying at her house now that it's his wife. Well, it's his wife. It doesn't matter.
They only got married so she could legally stay there.
See, she did it the right way then. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. You're not just going to be shacking up with my minor.
Well, I think that the girlfriend might be back in rehab and Robert's not doing very well, but I give her credit. I get Mary and
Robert got arrested
just recently, right?
Yeah, like last week or something, 2 weeks ago.
No, listen,
if the show came on,
she lets him stay in jail. That's the best thing she can do because that's when my parents would bail me out. They would time after time after time. I would get violated on probation. They'd go there, they would bail me out, and you know what I mean. And when they finally stopped, is when literally I like it stopped. It was
Robert Jr. was not looking like he was doing too well in that scene with him and Mary because I know he said drugs, but there was no way that was just like weed.
Wait. I didn't even see him. Wait, he was in this episode?
Yeah. You didn't see the scene with him and Mary?
No. What part? I missed that part. Wait, remind me.
There was a whole scene with him and Mary sitting down and he was telling her how, you know, he feels isolated because he can't talk or hang out with the people he used to hang out with because that's who he would do drugs with. Oh my God, and he was telling her how you know, he's not doing well right now, and
what the fuck?
Krista, you have to watch it because like he was
I'm gonna rewatch it.
Clearly messed up in the scene.
Am I allowed to play? I can play it on my phone, right? I don't have to like.
I don't know. I feel like the sound is what will get you dinged from them.
Larger, did you watch
even
it?
when we just do the sound, they get us.
Oh my God!
I didn't see it. Nope, I didn't see that clip. Nope, I didn't see that clip or see that scene either.
Oh my God! I want to find it. Hold on.
Yeah, you have to watch it because he definitely did not look like he was doing well, and it definitely looked like he was on something way more than weed.
Yeah, no, he takes Xanax and stuff.
But he admitted it to Mary in the scene.
I know. I'm glad that he's honest about it. That's the best part. So this scene's gonna be awesome then, I hope.
Wow.
This episode, what is this episode? Wow.
Oh,
that's powerful.
Outside and there's a wasp guarding my door.
Bless his heart. Man.
Remind me what season it's 6, right? Episode 2. Is it season 6?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that's not a clip already on like Instagram.
I know. That's what I was looking for. Oh, on Instagram.
I said the fact that both of you didn't see it is like making me think, did I like dream this scene?
No,
because I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Was it the beginning or the end?
I think it was in the middle.
In the middle? Review. I can't talk.
It's a pretty big scene with just the two of them.
Yeah.
They're like they're at her house. They're sitting down. His eyes are not really open.
What am I? Marion. Yeah, they got it. I'm sure they flipped it somewhere. It's probably in the after show. Fucker. See, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to keep looking. I don't know why I can't find it, but
that's what made me think that the wife or girlfriend or whatever she is still in rehab because he was saying how he feels isolated and, you know, no one to hang out with. So I'm assuming
Mhm.
like she's not around, you know?
Yeah, I thought she was in. I thought she was still a rec and rehab or something. Yeah, right here it says Mary has heart to heart with son about. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was a
All
big
right,
scene. It was,
so where's Mimir? Is Mimir? Can you see if Mimir? I'm gonna start to, like, just recap a little bit. See if you can find it. I looked. I thought Robert looked okay. Can you see if you can find that scene for me on like ChatGPT or something, Mimir? Because I do like literally every scene. I was this see. I so far the first 2 episodes. I love it. I think it's like a 10 so far. Like I feel like the drama between Lisa and Bronwyn's amazing because like I said this last year, she's gonna bring this girl on, and it's gonna be like, oh, I brought you on here, blah blah blah, and then like they're literally gonna hate each other. They're gonna end up turning on each other, and
Right.
it happened, you know.
like Adriana and Julie on Miami.
Yeah, and I heard Julia's not coming back.
I heard I
It
heard that
is,
Adriana's not coming back.
and
What?
that's just the way of the housewives, though, is
There's
that you bring a friend on so that they can, so that you can either insert knife in their back or they insert knife in your back. It's all part of the plot.
absolutely.
Just like you bring your husband on to get divorced.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Krista, the rumor is that the people on the chopping block for Miami is, which I'm very annoyed at. Gertie is on the chopping block, which I think is
I thought
absolutely
so.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Because I love her.
I know. I know Lisa.
Adriana.
I mean.
Hello?
Hello. Did she leave us?
I think her Wi-Fi maybe.
What'd you
Shit.
say?
Where'd your
You
Wi-Fi
you
go?
you
Oh,
cut
there we
out after the first person.
Yeah.
The people that they're saying are on the chopping block is Gertie, Julia, Adriana, and Kiki. They're saying that the ones that are definitely safe is Alexia, Marisol, Stephanie, and Larsa, and Lisa. Sorry.
No.
That's not true. You know why?
All
We
right.
haven't even seen the reunion yet. This
Yeah.
happens
Right.
every season, every franchise. One of the
Well, there's
housewives with the blogger's ear puts out a false narrative, and in this case, it's Marisolis yet again.
that's who they're
And
saying. They're saying that it's
Marisolis,
Marisol.
I've been saying every time I come up here, I don't even have to watch the episodes, and I already know that Marisolis and her PR background is the Heather Dubrow of Miami, allegedly, and
Yep.
she's all knees deep and wrinkled knees deep in the bullshit. And it's
Or
usually
wrinkly
at
knees.
her, yes, and it's usually at her creation. And then she gives the information, and then they throw it out at weird times. Lexia yelling at Stephanie at the white party about, would you even be in this shit if you didn't have to be? Because Marisol has told her something. Now with Kiki arguing with Gertie for no reason, they decided that since they got Nicole out, that now they can work on Gertie, and Kiki can be the new Gertie. They don't need two of you. Mm-hmm.
Am I the only one that thinks that Kiki's dad is hot as hell? I think he's so good looking.
Yeah. I would.
He's
I would.
fine.
Yeah. I like it.
He's so
I like a
sexy.
man
Every
with like
time
a.
he
Yeah, I like him. I
How
think he's
old is he? He don't even crack. He's not
for his
cracking.
dad. I think he's a good looking dude. I think yeah, he's a good looking guy. He's probably not older than like 50 or 60. What is she, 30 something?
every time he's in a scene, I'm like, he is so good looking.
I'm looking on X for that scene real quick. But what did you think about Heather and her daughter? With Heather, I'm sorry, with Heather and Bronwyn, the conversation about like I didn't think Bronwyn was trying to make Heather feel like she like so Heather and Bronwyn had this whole thing where like Heather's really doesn't is kind of excited that her last daughter's going off to college, and she's like, I was married and my job was to raise the kids and his job was to provide for the kids, but then when he left I still had to raise the kids, and she's like, I just didn't want to fuck it up. And Bronwyn said that's when she brought up the daughter. She's like, well, I don't want my daughter to leave. I feel like I haven't done enough with Gwen, and blah blah blah. And so Heather took it as like Bronwyn was trying to like say that she was a bad mom because she doesn't love her kids, or like that she somehow did it better than her. And that's and the scene from that was late in that scene. I didn't take it that way, but Heather did. And her.
I I don't even like Bronwyn, and I don't think that she meant anything malicious by what she was saying. I think that there's, you know, there's different ways of parenting, and I think that, you know, mothers feel differently about like letting their kids, you know, leave the nest. Some want to keep them home forever, and some are like, get your life going, let's go, you know. I just had one of those mothers that was
a whole different situation too. It's like completely different situation. They had two different lives. You know what I mean? So it's like not even comparable to each other. You know, I found it on Twitter. The scene,
and I think it's different because Heather has 3 daughters and Bronwyn only has her 1 child. So I feel like it's it must be a little harder to let your 1 child go. You know, this is Heather's 3rd one that's leaving, so she's kind of, you know, she's used to it now that, you know, they're all going to leave the nest.
Right. Well, and too, like she also has a lot of pressure too because she feels like, you know, if I fuck up, it's always my fault. Blah blah blah. Which again, like.
From what I see on the show, I think Heather's daughters look like, you know, it looks like Heather did a great job. I mean,
I think Gwen seems more mature than Bronwyn, you know. I mean, I don't think she's mature enough to have her to live with her boyfriend, but I mean, you know, all right. I think I found it. Is it gonna play though? Oh yeah. Oh shit. He does look bad.
That's what I said.
See, screenshots.
Not
God
good.
damn it. No. Oh wow. What a shame. I guess I have a video of it.
Was that the
Well, I'll find it eventually, I guess.
I'm gonna hop in the shower really fast. I'll come right back.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Keep talking. I'm gonna be listening and typing.
Yeah, I like what she was talking about with Robert Sr. Like, I'm glad that she actually, like she said, I had Robert, you know, I had Robert Sr., you know, helping me. And she's like, you know, I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. All I'm finding is like scenes from the one from last season.
What's funny is I took no notes on Salt Lake City, but I took a ton of notes on Orange County, and I can't wait to talk Orange County with you.
Well, you want to do it on Monday? The reason Mimir does my notes for me, and it's easier for her to get them done like when it's not the next morning because she's in Canada. But I mean, I'll still talk about it later. Yeah, I will talk about it later when you come back on if you want that because I did watch it.
Yeah,
and
I'll talk about it with you on Monday if you want. But
all right.
Did you watch it or you didn't watch it?
No, I did watch it. Yeah.
My one big note. I'm not even going to get into it, but my one big note that I can't wait to tell you is Eddie's back.
I know, Larja. Fucking one scene with him, and guess what?
Eddie's back from Big Bear.
I'll say what I think later because the questions. I'll say what I think about him and Tamara later.
Oh, I will also. I'm gonna jump in the shower and I'll come
hurry
back.
up. Come right back. Okay.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. No video clip available. I know. I can't find one either, but I'll go to Peacock as soon as I'm done doing the recap and look for it and watch it because it's probably really good to watch. So literally they had that whole Bronwyn and Heather go to lunch. Heather, and I know what I wrote about Heather when she's sitting there. It reminded me like whenever when what's her name? When Whitney tries to talk to Heather about their friendship or anything about how she feels, and Heather takes no accountability, shuts you completely down and gaslights you. She did the same exact thing to Bronwyn. She did it at fucking lunch because Bronwyn's like, "I'm sorry that you felt that way. That's not my intention. I wasn't trying to make you look like." She's like, "I just want you to." Wait, what is that?
You want to smell my?
What is that? Is that you?
My herbal night sleep chamomile smells good. Yeah, it smells good. It's supposed to make you calm.
Oh, it's Mary. Is that you? Oh, you found it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's up?
It's like going in and out.
Where do you hear it best?
Huh? I can't hear. I can only hear it like I can hear it.
I don't know where the mic is.
Yeah.
Hello?
You have to walk out of it.
You're fine. You're perfect.
You've been in your life a certain way for a couple of years now. So now you have to retrain your mindset, retrain your thinking, your process, your daily.
Yeah.
Students.
Here, I'll send it to Krista Marie. No, reality.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
got
just sent it to reality.
Okay. Yeah, the one I just got that.
He looks like he's been crying. He doesn't look like he's been on drugs. He looks sad. His eyes are fine.
Something you do every day.
Coming in really like weird. Like,
Come back home.
but let's see. So yeah, they have that lunch, but I know you didn't see that. It's kind of a filler episode. I'm not a filler episode, filler scene with Heather. And like I said, Whitney and Heather literally, that's how she was with Bronwyn. She gaslights her. Like you cannot have a conversation with her and try to apologize because she doesn't let you. She just gaslights the shit out of you. And did you send it to me?
Yeah. His eyes
Yeah.
don't look bad.
Play it. Yeah, I'll play
He
it when I
looks
get
like he's like maybe emotional. He looks like he's been crying. He's talking about being isolated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
He's not really slurring.
To isolate yourself from the people that
Heather,
you bonded with over drugs.
but I felt like Bronwyn's
Step in your life.
daughter is way more mature than she is. It seemed like it. Like in that scene, literally with Todd there, it's just weird to see them all in one room. So it's like I wonder if like does he walk around in his underwear? Like I hope not. Like moving him in. I don't know. Think about it. Like you know how
That
it is.
seems to be a theme among housewives, like how Gia seems more emotionally advanced than Teresa. How who else? Like maybe Kyle's oldest daughter, Farah, is the same way with her. So there is a couple of housewives that have that example, I guess, because that's a micro or the macrocosm that is to be a mom. Like, especially those first ones, be your smooth, your smooth reflection. That's why I hear that daughters and moms don't get along for a period because it's exactly them, and they're arguing with their self at a certain point. you
Me and my
know.
mom, I'm nothing like me and my mom are complete opposites as far as we are complete opposites. I realize that now. Like we're not like she acted like she was perfect. And she was. I mean, I thought that she was because I didn't know her secrets, but whatever. It is what it is. But she didn't. But I definitely was not what she wanted. I definitely didn't. Whatever. But yeah. I just her daughter looks so much more mature. I can't believe she's 18. She looks older than that, but she must be only 18. But and then Lisa literally so then Heather meets up with Lisa because nobody else wants to hang out with her. But she's acts like she's a socialite, literally the socialite of Salt Lake City. And when they go and they meet up, and literally Lisa's like, the first thing she's like, oh, they were talking about you, and she tells her everything. Like, but Brahma brought up the lawsuits, how Angie said that she was worse than Jen Shah, or she's just like Jen Shah, and she's like, it's like 15 years of her life. She said that, 15 years ago, all these cases that started and said they were all dismissed, which they're not dismissed. We know that, not all of them anyway. And she just freaks out. She's like literally like, I'm gonna have to go and defend everything and defend myself and blah 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 blah. And she's like, they're all dismissed. These people don't know what they're talking about. And when you own businesses, that's why I have 6 lawyers, because when you have money, people come after you. That's what she thinks. She literally
That's what Lisa's saying.
That's what she's saying. She's getting sued because they're successful, and that's what happens when you're successful. The people come after you. This is
That's
like,
what that. Yeah,
that's
she's
not what it
we
is.
already established she's delusional.
Yeah,
She thinks
like
she's the greatest of all time, and she's not.
No,
And she's like, I mean, she's the opposite of the greatest of all time. I mean, we're all like great to a capacity, but we don't like run around and say it. Just like how wealth whispers. You know what I'm saying? For her to run around and constantly be like, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. She just sounds crazy.
Because the ugly is coming out of her. It's coming out of her
all the time. Ever since the hot mic moment was a pinnacle of that behavior in her, but she's had that behavior the whole time.
Yep. And it's like yeah, exactly. And how do you even show your face around town when people are now reading? These are business loans that you didn't pay back, and like these people aren't liars. You know what I mean? It's like
no, they're not.
The denominator, Lisa. You've done it
literally.
So
and literally, her lawyer isn't saying they didn't get this money. and they didn't borrow this money. They're saying that you either gave us all the time in the world to pay it back in one of them, or
It was a
ask us
investment.
to start paying it back soon enough on the other one. So they're not saying we didn't get it, we didn't use it. So they literally got this money from their friends. Oh, and the one friend that gave her the money is
Yeah.
where the rumor that she gave BJ's for tickets came
Yes.
from, because
Yep.
he holds a box or whatever. Not her box. He doesn't hold her box. Wink, wink.
Well,
He
maybe he
holds
does.
a box. He
Maybe he
holds
does.
a box at the place,
Box,
right? Who
right?
does? Maybe. And so that's what they say allegedly. That's why Whitney would have said that. That's Susan.
Yeah.
That's the guy they were talking about.
And Justin and Whitney are broke. Justin and Whitney are completely broke. They have a whole conversation acting like it's the shit. It's not their fault. Businesses fail. Blah 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 blah. And
Oh.
she's like, "No, I want to stay home and I can't."
Gotta do it when he gets home. I don't know.
Like, I don't know what she's gonna do. Go work at Walmart or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know why Justin just doesn't go get a job. Literally, like, he really should just go get a job. And like, he's not aging well either. Like, Justin doesn't look well. I don't know if he's stressed out or something. Like,
Is Justin Lisa's husband?
No, Whitney's husband. Because they're completely broke. Their businesses have failed, and they show all the rumors that came out last season about like which was all started by Dana, which was actually like people that worked for Lisa or worked for Whitney were going to Dana Wilkie and telling, "Oh, this is an MLN," and all kinds of crazy stuff. And like she has no money. Apparently, they're broke. I don't know. She's like, I have to go work. I don't know where she's working at. And technically, she doesn't. She's a housewife on one of the, a very successful franchise where I know she's making at least 500. I'm sorry, there's a lot of people that live off of way less than that. So, I don't know how she's broke, but and how she has to go get a job. Which, bitch, you have a job. It's called Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Are you delusional? Whitney's Delulu too. She's completely Delulu as well. But yeah, and then they have this whole conversation. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to get work and blah 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 blah, whatever. And then Justin's like, "It's okay, hon." And I don't know, he's not aging well. But yeah, the lawsuits are Lisa's biggest problem at the moment. And again, Bronwyn, let me see what Bronwyn's are actually real quick. What are Bronwyn's lawsuits? Well, I guess they're lawsuits. Now, Bronwyn's, hers are older, I think. Let's see. So, Bronwyn's lawsuits. Dog attack lawsuits. February 2024. Instacart driver. Instacart driver lawsuit and Instacart lawsuit. An Instacart worker alleged she was attacked, bitten, and scratched by one of the couple's 6 boxers while delivering groceries. She claims serious injuries, including medical expenses, emotional trauma, and permanent disfigurement. She's seeking at least $60,000 in damages. Todd Bradley's husband just pay it. Just pay it. It's only $60,000. I'm sure he has that in his wallet. April 2023, Amazon driver, same thing. 300,000. He doesn't start this. This happens in 2022. He didn't do the lawsuit till last year, 2023 or 2023. 300,000 in damages, which I would say fuck off with that one. 2018, the lawsuit, another dog. Okay, so it's another dog. So there's only dog bite stuff. Okay, earlier dog bite case court documents reveal 2016 claim she was bitten. She was a gardener of theirs, and she was bitten by one of the boxers. She was disfigured and emotional damages, but she didn't get any money for that. That's it. And Todd was involved in some shit about that guy that was on the yacht and all his whole family like drowned. And he did too. Like the yacht was never supposed to drown, and it did. And he just won his law. He just won some kind of case with Hewlett Packard or some big 80 million or something like that. And apparently Todd was in it with somehow. But then that's the Mary scene after that. So let me go to my Instagram and pull it up for you guys. I thought it was live on Instagram. I guess I never turned it on. All right. Instagram. Another Instagram. Okay. I'm so glad I got back on my freaking Instagram. I was like, I had to start a new one, but it didn't last. You sent it to me? Larja? Are you guys there? Am I talking to myself? Oh, yeah, okay. Larja, you there? Oh, she's muted.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Did you said you sent it to me, right?
Yeah, I sent.
Large. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Pause it and bring it on for you. All right. So this is Mary and her son. He jumps out of the shower to tell you that to research hard. Who's I? All right. You do it when you get out of the shower. You research it for me. Okay, here it is. I'll probably get emotional watching this because it's a lot. All right, you guys can see it, right? Okay. Oh, it's probably muted.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
You
you?
want to smell my
Yeah, smells good.
my herbal night sleep chamomile? Smells good.
Yeah, it smells good.
It's supposed to make you calm. Like it's supposed to zen you.
Hi.
Hi. So what's up, Bubs?
I don't know. I feel like I'm at a standstill right now. I'm not in that dark place, but like it's still there. If that makes sense.
Well, you have to walk out of it. You've been living your life a certain way for a couple of years now. So now you have to retrain your mindset, retrain your thinking, your process, your daily plan.
I just didn't expect it to be like this.
Like what?
Scary.
Why?
Because it's like you have to change who you are as a person. You're so used to doing something you do every day and it's a ritual. And then you just come back home to where you used to do that ritual and you're not doing it anymore.
It's a lot.
People, places, and things.
Yeah. I just feel like I've been isolating a lot. All my friends that I was partying with, I stopped hanging out with them, and I don't hang out with anyone anymore.
I don't ever want you to feel isolated. I don't. But I also want you to understand why it's necessary to isolate yourself from the people that you bonded with over drugs.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're trying to go up a step or your life is elevating and the people that are with you is not. They're pulling you down.
Yeah. But now that I'm isolating, I'm just getting that stimuli from unhealthy sources.
Like what sources?
Food.
Okay.
Drugs.
Not like you was, or like you was? Like,
No, not like
Okay.
I was.
Did you smoke today?
Yeah, I smoked
Smoke
weed. Yeah.
weed.
I'm still beating myself up because I'm still, I'm not completely off and perfect.
Mm-hmm. Every day is not easy. And I know have to take life day by day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you fall, but you get back up. This knocks the wind out of me. But I feel like his whole life I've always been that helicopter mom. And I feel like that drove him to be like not wanting to let me down, so not telling me the truth. And I felt like it's actually changed me to back off and let him see that I trust that he's going to make the right decision, because it's like, you have to do it. We can't do it for you. We're fighters. We fight.
Yeah.
But you can't save anybody that doesn't want to be saved.
Yeah.
You can only save yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Folks,
Oops, I forgot I was muted. She didn't even get. I mean, Mary. I don't know if she's doing Al-Anon, but she seems like she knows exactly how to parent him in this way, because I don't know if she left him in jail. I'm gonna play his arrest right here, but like it's so. And listen, like the longer I did them, every time I would try to stop, the harder it would be. You know, I tried to stop after 3 years. It was after 3 years, it was so easy. One day I just was something happened, and I ended up in the hospital, and I was like, I'm done. And that was, you know, and I went on for another 15 years. And then when I got off everything, I was off the drugs that were killing me. I was off of the drugs I was addicted to. People say, oh, you're not clean because you did this or that. I've been on Suboxone for 15 years. I've never stuck a needle in my arm. I've never snorted, smoked it, or shot it, anything since 2012. And the drugs that I've done after that, I did randomly, and I wasn't addicted to them. But I do smoke weed every day, which might be an addiction. But if you see how manic I am, the fact that I don't take lithium for my bipolar or anything like that anymore, I don't take anything like that. I don't take anything they prescribe me for it. I'm off of all those meds, but it's bad enough I'm on Suboxone, which I hate. I feel like it pulls me. It's the last thing that connects me to my past with the drugs and stuff. But it's like I might try to get off of it. But if you've ever been on it, listen, I don't know what it's doing to my. I was one of the first people in New Jersey to be on Suboxone in 2007, and nobody knew what the fuck it was going to do to our system. Who knows what long term? It stops heroin, for fuck's sake. But I don't do anything like, you know. But anyway, and that's what I don't know what he's doing. And if he's taking this, I'm glad that he's being honest with Mary, and I'm glad that they're having this conversation, because I can't believe I missed that part. That was awesome. I can't believe I missed that part. Did you see it with me, Large? I don't think he looked. I just think he looks like he's on something, which is, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it looks like hardcore or any. I blew up the picture on my phone so I could look real good, and his eyes are definitely open. They're just like red, and he's talking like a stoner.
Like, if he's self-medicating or is he bored? That's the thing. And that's the thing with people. Like, I always thought that I was bored, I would always like, I from day one when I was getting high, I knew it gave me energy. I knew that it gave me that confidence. I had to, like, when I was selling, when I was doing mortgages and stuff, that's what did it. And then it got to the point where I convinced myself, which I didn't know if it was true or not, that I wouldn't be able to, I was one of the top agents in our company, and like almost in South Jersey, with making the most money. And it was crazy because I would only be able to do it when I was high, I think.
Oh, like you were just in the zone.
I was, and that was how it was. And I would come in, my boss would have cocaine lined up on his desk. We would go in there, shut the blinds, and we would all do cocaine and pills and sell it, and then do that, and we would party. And it worked for about 5 years, and then it didn't, because we got caught, you know, being fraudulent. We all got caught. But and it wasn't even because of drugs. And for me, you can probably say it was because of drugs, since by that time I was buying vehicles, I was leasing vehicles, and like I wasn't paying for them in the end, and I was just ended up not paying my taxes, and like it went downhill. And then after that, I went from cocaine to crack, and dope. So then everything, literally my life went like the first 5 years, and then after it took me 10 years to fucking get clean. And then when I finally got clean, it's been 12 years now, and I don't think about those other drugs like heroin, crack, anything you can shoot, snort, or smoke. I don't even think about it. Like, and I know people, like, when I get off of the Suboxone, they're like, if you get off Suboxone, it's because you're gonna want to get high on opiates. Okay, well, that's what it supposedly is. It supposedly keeps the cravings. But listen, for
Uh-huh.
some, I've been on it for. If I want to get high, I'll get high. This isn't like, if this makes me want to go do, if I get off it, it makes me want to do Percocets again. The thing is, I could do it again. I don't need to get off of Suboxone to do them. You know what I mean? Like, I could just stop
Right.
taking my Suboxone to go get high if I really want to get high. That's what people don't understand. They're like, oh, the only reason you don't want to get high is because you're on the Suboxone, and I'm like, no, because I got high on other drugs after that. I literally, it didn't stop me from getting high in the very beginning because I was still getting high and selling them and taking them, and then I would, I would go back and forth, and eventually I started doing it right when I met my husband, in 2012. After 2012, I met him a year later, and it is what it is. But the thing is, George wasn't going to stay with a scumbag like me. You know what I mean? Like, I had to, like, we're like, oh, you met your husband, he gave you this and that, blah blah. No, I had to keep the husband. Like, the dude had to want to marry me. You know what I mean? Like, just because he, with the house and he has a job and whatever, and I don't have to work, but like, that wouldn't be the case if I was the same person I was before. I have to, like,
Exactly.
and I've constantly improved year after year after year, and our life has gotten better year after year after year. Like, we've never slid backward. He's a solid dude. Like, he's been the same job for 27 years. He's had the same house for 18 years. He had the same wife for 18, girlfriend for 18 years before me. He's always, he had the same truck for the whole entire time. Like, he's just one of those people that he's very simple, and I'm not. And like, he's probably really ready to divorce me at this point, but I'm not kidding. Like, I'm horrible with money, and he trusts me time after time after time. He gives me, like, room, rope, not rope, but like literally more access to the money. And then it's literally addiction transfers is what it is too. And I don't know if they've taught him that yet, Robert Jr. But the thing is, you have to figure out, like, there's people that get high because they're bored, and there's people that get high because they have to self-medicate to feel normal. And 90% of us is that. And it's not fucking easy. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it for 17 years, I think. I was 22 when I took my first Percocet, and it was 2012. Yeah, I was in my 30s by the time I stopped. My last overdose is when I stopped, because I died. I died 3 times, and then that last one was really bad. And it's not even that scared me. It was just something happened. Something it's weird. I actually wanted it that time, and I thank God I met George, because I was alone. I had nobody. I was not. Nobody was, like, not even my mom, not my parents, nothing. And I was on, like, literally homeless for a while, like sleeping up with friends' couches and shit right after I got out of everything. Because I did, like, I went from, like, rehabs to jail to, like, and I got everything cleaned up. And then I literally was just one day on my friend's couch. That's when I looked over and saw the Alcyon sign. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, wow. The Alcyon Lake Park. I was like, how did I end up literally in a bedroom? The window across the street is that park with my Busha. But anyway.
And that's the one that your grandma used to take you to in the other realm.
Yep. Isn't that crazy? That was just,
Yes.
and I, like, and neither one of us were from that town. And my friend, he had just gotten an apartment there, and he had an extra bedroom, and he's like, here, come stay with me. I know you need to be on your feet. So I left, I think I left Hampton House and went right to his house. And that's when I was like, wow. And then a year and a half later, I met George. I stayed at a couple friends' houses. I went back to my parents, and I met George. But yeah, I feel bad because I have his arrest, but I don't want to play it on here. I'll play it on my phone. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it though.
RHOSLC star Mary Cosby's son, Robert Jr., arrested on numerous counts. Details. Just days before the season 6 premiere of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Mary Cosby's son, Robert Cosby Jr., was arrested for several alleged crimes, including trespassing and assault. The trouble all started at his father-in-law's house. Here's what we know so far. According to a police report obtained by TMZ, Robert allegedly tried to break into his father-in-law's home via a dog door before assaulting someone on the front lawn. The police arrived, and they said that Robert refused to cooperate when they asked him to get on the ground. He eventually complied, and they took him to jail. They hit him with a handful of charges: failure to stop at the command of law enforcement, criminal trespassing, assault, and 3 alleged violations of a court order. They set his bond for $5,000.
That's nothing.
We're not sure the extent of the court order violations, but they likely stem back to his 2022 DUI arrest. After pleading guilty to the charge, the court ordered him to complete a rehabilitation program. Allegedly, he failed to prove that he completed it. News of the arrest comes just 2 days after Mary spoke about her son's
He didn't
troubles,
get violated though, at
that
least.
he may still be in the throes of addiction. She said he needed him to make up his mind about his future, and that Robert Cosby Sr. felt devastated by the ongoing battle. I can just only push him, encourage him, and love him, and that's what I'm doing. That's kind of where we are, Mary explained. But he's still on that road, and it's a hardcore road. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 6 premieres Tuesday, September 6th.
That's right. It had to do with his wife. So to me, whether he was on drugs or not, he probably would have went to that house anyway and did whatever he had to do there. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was on. I don't know. To me, he was trying to get to his wife or something. Something was going on with that. And I don't think it. It's not like he was like out, like robbing a house for money because he needed drugs or something. I'm not trying to excuse the behavior. I just don't think that. I think either way, drugs or not, he would have probably did that same thing. But he's got to be careful because he's on he's on probation, and that's the fucked up thing. If you got to stay, if you're going to do drugs on probation, you at least keep your ass clean. Don't get in trouble. Like, don't do things where. And that's another thing. Like, even though it took me so long. I was 17 when the first time I was on probation. I didn't get off till I was 37, and it was a lot of fucking money, dude. And George paid the last 10,000 of it. But like you have to like literally, and it was like I could not smoke pot, and that was the one thing I could not. It was hard, and I kept getting violated. I never had a drug charge, but they still like my biggest problem was the drugs because I literally I'd had to be on. I was either on probation or parole or whatever. I was on paper literally every single. It was like one charge after another, and it was either like I just couldn't get off of it, and it was hard. It was horrible.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it much, Mamir, either.
No.
Yeah, what you were just playing, I couldn't really hear it really good.
All right, hold on. It was just his arrest. It said something about his what it was he went to his father-in-law's house and he broke in through a doggy door and assaulted somebody on the lawn, which I'm assuming is probably one of his wife's brothers or something. And like I said, I think that would happen whether he was on drugs or not. So I don't know. But his bail was only $5,000. I'm sure he got out. But again, I mean, that's still just, it goes along with if you're on probation, you got to just not, and then you're going to do drugs, you got to at least not get in trouble because it's not, and then just because you get in trouble, it's like you never get off of it. I remember somebody saying to me when I was 17, oh, you're never going to get out of it. You're going to be in probation. You're never going to get away from it. And I was like, no, that's not true. I'm not like that, blah, blah. They were fucking right. And it's like, they do nothing but give you, it's like, I know they're giving you a chance to not be in jail, but sometimes it's harder to be on the street and then not be able to do anything. It's just, I don't know. It's hard. And he's young, but it's easier to quit when you're younger. But I don't know if he's doing it because there's something inside it. Like, you got to fix what the problem is. If it's boredom, then you got to figure out something to do with yourself. And it's people, places, and things. So it's him and his wife, if they were using together, it is going to be it's going to be hard to have a relationship because one of you is going to have to say no if somebody relapse, you know what I mean? And like, I've seen it. I don't think I've seen two addicts be together, but I haven't seen it be together successfully. Like Maureen has a son with Frank, this guy, Frank. She was with Frank for like 5-6 years and they're both alcoholics and they can't be like, when they're sober, they're not together. He's with his other baby mom. Maureen's with whoever, the guy she has the 2 kids with. Well, he's in jail, but she's with one of her boyfriends. But as soon as one of them starts drinking, they get back together. It's like crazy. And it's like they both have said to me, they love each other to death. And I know that. I know that. But they're really bad alcoholics. And it's just not a good scene when they're together. And I don't know why. I don't know why they can't, I mean, like, it was really bad. Like, it was really bad when they were living here. They were living next door, the house next door. I mean, it was bad. So it's like, I hope that him and his wife, if his wife's staying clean, I don't know if she is. I doesn't say anything about her, but it seems like he was trying to get to her somehow. I don't know why else he would be going nuts at his mother-in-law's house, but I don't know if there's anything updated about it, but And she keeps saying, it's his journey, and I get it. And it's hopefully she lets him learn some hard lessons, because you can't make it easy. And that was the thing. Like, my parents, until they made it not easy for me, it gets old living with a friend that's, living on somebody's couch while you're doing drugs every day and night. It's not sustainable. Like, you have to think about your life. Is it sustainable? Can I do this for the rest of my life? And is it survivable? It's really not, like, you have to make a decision to make sure your bills are paid every month, and make sure everything is, you're not out, making society's problem. If you're going to do drugs all motherfucking day. I don't give a shit. But don't go out of the house and don't make it society's problem. Don't make it your neighbor. Like, don't lie, steal, make sure your bills are paid. Don't go live with, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't be a piece of shit scumbag. If you're going to do the drugs, be fucking responsible and make sure nobody knows about it. Keep it, you know what I mean? Don't go out acting like a fool, and don't be on paper. Like, it's a whole thing for me. Like, I've said this to my friends numerous times. I don't think I'm better than you. I just don't want you bringing drugs to my house, because I don't even do them in my own house. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? If I'm not doing drugs in my house, I'm not doing drugs, either the fuck are you. And all of them have stolen from me, or one thing or another. It's like a whole thing. So it's like, no, I don't have friends anymore. No, I don't because I can fuck up by myself. I don't need you to fuck up with me or for me or whatever. Like, it's bad enough I struggle all the fucking time. It's hard to be sober and be an adult. And, when you have something that I don't know what my issues, I don't know. I've serious fucking, I don't know what they are. It's just, they say bipolar, they say borderline personality disorder. And it's all, to me, it's just trauma to me. It's just, I don't know. In a larger sense, it's just because this is my first time being human on this most benevolent timeline. It's hard being human, man. My human suffering over here. But that was a good scene. But Lisa unpacks drama, shuts down plastic surgery speculation. Okay, here. Let's play this now. This is her on reality interview. Yeah, let's see what she says, because honestly, I need to know what the hell's going on with her goddamn face. Exposes lawsuits. Okay. And then wait for listen, honey, to get back so we talk about Lucy. Robert Jr. said he had to give up. He did drugs, but the opposite happens too. Yeah. Confronted a friend who was addicted to Percocet, and she ended her friendship because she wanted to get sober, or no, because you wanted her to get. You're doing that. You did the right thing, and if she didn't want to be sober, was she really on them though? Like what you were accusing her of it? Or it does have, it does. Of course you do, because if that's all they're doing with their life, again, like I did have for a long time, even after my wedding in 2016, I was still friends with people that were, a lot of them died. A lot of my friends died from overdoses, but like, not the people that were shooting heroin, but I had two crackheads at my fucking wedding that I made these bitches promise me they wouldn't get high, and they fucking did. And they were an embarrassment at my wedding. And I just asked for one day, because my husband doesn't deserve this. Like a lot of pieces of shit came into his life because of me, because I allowed pieces of shit in our life. And I felt after a while, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this would have never happened to him if I never came into his life. And I brought drugs into his life. And every time I did that, and every time I would bring drugs around, everything gets fucked up. And I'm fucking in my 40s. I'm almost 50 fucking years old. Like, and he's really young. And like I said, the longer he does it, the harder it is to quit. Because it becomes your lifestyle. It becomes a ritual. It becomes, I do this when I get high. It's fun. And honestly, to me, I had to go with the lesser of all the evils. Like, I had to just, I didn't just quit. I quit heroin and crack cold turkey. I'm not cold turkey, but I woke up, I was like, I am not doing this shit anymore. And I wasn't shooting anything or smoking anything or snorting anything like that. But, eventually I was taking my Adderall the way I was supposed to, but then I would abuse that because I was so, like, the way I am manic, like where I am right now, I thought if I did, it's supposed to work. It's supposed to make me focus. But I tried to abuse it, and it didn't do anything, so I have to be careful with them. I cannot take a benzodiazepine. I can take no Xanax.
And then the worst.
Oh, I turned.
One of the worst part about addiction is, like, you do all that to get high, and like you said, the longer you do it, the worse it gets, because the more you need, because actually the less you are high from the more
Mhm.
you do.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Mhm.
It's like this weird thing.
Fucked up.
It's
It's in
like
your head.
you used to need, it goes from a bump to a baggie to an 8 ball
Oh fuck
to,
yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're constantly
Yeah.
wanting to get that.
You
When
can't
they
be
say you're really chasing that first high, you
you
literally
really
are, but nothing's ever going to
yeah.
do it because now
Nope.
you've introduced it to your system. So now you need more to make you think that you reached that place,
You
but
know
you
what?
never really reached it because there was only that one time
Do you know why people smoke crack? People smoke crack.
because they're
I'm telling you.
chasing
Well,
that
listen,
feeling
it's
from the
because
high.
you get high, but you still get high every single time. You can still get
Oh,
that same.
is that what it is?
Yes, that's what. Yes, and to
That's why
me,
those crackheads are
yeah,
going
it's
and going.
like yeah, Percocet, Coke, all that. Like the more you would do it, the more you would need. Like you said, same thing with like with pills. But like when we were
Uh-huh.
smoking, I think because when you smoke crack, you get high every single time. So I really think that's why people stay addicted to that. And I literally started doing my husband's right here. I started doing Percocets when I was 22, and I wasn't at my height. I was snorting 5 oxy 80s a day, which were at that
Oh my
time period.
gosh.
Yes, it was bad. And it was like that was the highest. And then I was doing coke on top of it, and then that ended like after I lost my job and shit like it, yeah, and overdosed a lot. Like and Xanax I cannot take. And when I say different person, last time I took one in 2018, twice that year, I'm not even tell you what happened. It was really bad, but it was really, really bad. And no, I don't know. Fuck off me. Like fuck me. I know I can't take them. And for some reason I would talk myself into it. Like he should have left me twice. I mean, my husband would never leave me though over that because he knows he understands my addiction, but he doesn't make it. It's not okay, but it's still, But now it's turned into shopping, which is to me, like I said, it sounds so easy. Just stop shopping. Just stop doing it. And I know it's addiction transfer, and I don't have an excuse. I just don't, until he leaves me one day or divorces me. That's when maybe it'll click. I don't fucking know, but like it does. Addiction does transfer. So if you just go to detox, it's not going to work. And I know he did a long-term rehab as Robert, and it's just he knows how to stay. He knows how to get clean. It's just staying clean, and that was a lot of our problem. We would get clean, but we could stay clean. Hold on one second. Let me see what he wants. Hold on, please hold. I'll be right back.
So I think the PSA that we're hearing, not only from Robert's example of having to have the talk about addiction again with his mom, Mary, on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, is try not to tickle that fancy. Try not to light that fire. Try not to indulge in that sin. Try to
It's
refrain
fun.
from that activity. Try as hard as you can because once you start, you
Yeah.
will have to give up all the friends who you get high with. And nobody likes getting high alone. Nobody likes
It
getting
doesn't.
high alone. That's part of the thing. So that's why Robert's really going through it. It's a very, especially for young kids these days. I could imagine with how I seen on series about how like they have full on parties where you just put all the pills in a thing and kick it.
Oh
Like
God,
it's
that
a
is so
very
fucking dangerous.
social,
That
it's
is
very,
so
very, very socialized now. So all of his friends are doing it. And that's kind of the pressure also is that all your friends are doing it and they seem fine. They seem like they're making it through. They seem like they're functioning. Their
because
parents haven't had to kick them out yet.
some people can take on or can party on the weekends and that's it, and go to work on
Yeah,
Monday, and the weekend comes and they can do it. They're not mentally addicted, or because when you're self
right.
medicating, it's not like you're doing it. You're not doing it to get for a party drug anymore. You're not doing it
Mhm.
like it's not. Like Percocets to me was the answer to life. Think about it, because I'm this bipolar, anxious like mess who was not sociable at all. But I was like, as soon as I started doing them, like I didn't even know what the fuck they were. My cousin was my age, and she came to live with us, and she was like into drugs and stuff, and she's like, "Here, take these." I didn't know what the fuck it was. I'm like, "A Percocet? What's that?" I had
Yeah.
no idea what painkillers were, dude. I took that, and I'm telling you, it was like that was it. That was it. Well, it was it. I was like, "Oh my god, these are the answer to life." I was so fucking like it changed. It gave me the confidence, like to be basically like I am right now with you guys, but in person. Because if you see me
Yeah.
in person, anybody that's met me from Bravo stuff, I am not. I hide. I don't know how to. I don't speak. Like I run. I hide from people. It's the craziest
Yeah.
thing. Like
So
I'm
it
like
makes your social, you
yeah,
become social on it.
yeah. And if I was
Hmm.
on drugs again, I probably would have been. I'd be all over. Like I would probably have more I would have got getting further. I would have, more whatever. But I don't put myself out there. I'm such a, it's hard. Like when I go to the live shows, I love, so for some reason, City Winery in Philly and one in New York, I love it there. Like I could go there every fucking night and I'm not anxious, or it's weird. I'm not anxious there when it's like people are there, with like Jax and Teresa and all, for some reason.
Were we supposed to go live at 3 about something else?
Were we? Teresa later on, yeah. But I think I
Oh, that's going to be 3 o'clock my time. So in 2 more
Oh,
hours.
yeah. Oh my
Okay, so
God.
I'm gonna have to dip. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
dip and then
Okay.
dip, baby, dip. Come on
Okay,
and dip, baby. And then
I have
I'll come back in.
Okay.
So you're doing some type of award show?
No, she was on friggin' Nick Vile. She was on the Vile podcast, Teresa. I haven't seen it yet.
So you're gonna listen to her on the vials?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that should be interesting. Did
Yeah.
you see Brittany run down the hill on Special Forces and be like, I can't do this. I have to go home.
No, I haven't seen any clips yet. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, they had the first episode already, and she already had to go home.
She went
They
home?
all lined up. Yes, they all lined up, got yelled at, and then they did their first thing, and she didn't even get down to the bottom, and she was like, I can't, I just can't, I can't even move right now. I don't want to be the first one to give up, but I knew I would. I have to go. I can't.
He gave. Oh my God. Teresa went through. I heard Teresa finished it. I'm shocked.
Yeah, Teresa was a bodybuilder, so she has that mentality of push through. Plus, she made a fake fight with her brother for the last 12 years. You know that bitch can push through.
No. Yeah, I got so much to say. I got so much to say when she gets. She's such a fucking dumbass. She had no idea Nick Vile was on Special Forces, and she's on there, and she's on there for an interview, and the bitch had no idea he was on it before. That's how fucking like ignorant she is. Like she didn't look up anything about him. It's weird. She's just an asshole. She really is.
She's very into self.
She just doesn't. Listen, I know I can't speak either, but like, I don't know if it's something in the water with us. I don't know what it is around here. A lot of us are stupid. A lot of us are just very like, we're not smart people. We're very like street smart, but like I can't even form sentences sometimes. And I don't blame. I mean, I blame the pop, but I mean, I've kind of always been just like this, just a manic mess and everything. And I don't like. I can't hold anything in, and my face, if not my face, will tell you how I feel.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm so aggressive. And it's hard. But and my sister sometimes would text me when I was on Adam's panel, and she's like, "You need to stop rolling your fucking eyes." She's like, "You're sitting there," and she's like, "You can see that you're bored. You can see that you're annoyed." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Stop rolling your fucking eyes." I'm like, "I'm not." She's like, "It's all over your face how you feel," and she's like, "You cannot hide it." I'm like, "Oh,
that is hilarious."
And I noticed that too. I watched myself and I was like, oh my God, Krista.
Before I go, can you tell me, do you like Whitney's hair red?
Yes, a lot.
And who else is on the show? What's happening with Brittany? What's happening with Brittany?
Brittany. Oh my God, her and Jared. Oh my God. So they went to a party and Jared and her were like kissing and shit. Like,
oh.
Yes, and there's like scenes of him talking to the guys. I do love her. Do you love her? Yeah, I love her. Like, oh my God, they're totally boyfriend and girlfriend. Total boyfriend and girlfriend.
Then they broke up again, right?
I guess, but like they're in this episode together.
That is so on again, off again.
I know, but you know what? I think they all look good except for Lisa. Even Heather, as much as I think she looks inbred, she doesn't. She's got the look that she's not really looking like that anymore.
She just needs a new stylist. She needs a new stylist. She dresses. Sometimes she dresses like Mormon on the top, party on the bottom.
Oh my God, you're so right. And Lisa, I'm sorry, Sean looks like Sean was on Watch What Happens Live. Holy shit. I know he's definitely that, but he's so fucking hot. He's so hot. He is
Angie K. Sean.
Yes. I am like, Angie, I hope you're your husband because he's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
But he's a hairdresser, so I mean I'm sure he's very man. He I don't want a guy though that's prettier than me. I don't, you know what I mean? Like my husband's a man, you know what I mean? Like he's a man. Like he works. He's a welder. You know what I mean? Like he comes home with work boots and work clothes, and I'm just like I'm obsessed with him.
Yes.
You know? But yeah. See, Sean would be like my best friend, like Angie and him are best friends. You know? I don't know. Whatever it is. I guess they're in love and married. I don't know what the deal is, but To me, who cares? It works for them,
Uh-huh.
But so you have to go, but you're gonna meet me back here. What
Yeah,
time do
I'm gonna go and I will see you back here around 3.
Yes, yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
peace.
Bye.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love you. Yeah, guys, I haven't seen it yet. I'm turning my camera off because I can't see him playing with my hair. But what time do I have it set for? I guess 3 her time. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's 4:16. Okay, cool. So yeah, I haven't seen it yet. And it's Teresa on the Nick Val podcast. I'm gonna play it on here. I won't, obviously I'll fast forward it. I'll skip through the boring parts. But I don't know any questions that he's asked her. I don't know what. So just I'm gonna have my EpiPen because I know I'm gonna debate everything she says, everything she comes out of her mouth. I will probably have an issue with it, and I'll probably have to set it straight and correct her and make sure that that she doesn't recreate history because she's fucking delusional, and that's what Teresa likes to do. She recreates history. She thinks that everybody's stupid, and Joe is not going. Listen, the show doesn't revolve around them being a friendship, them being a family or not. We have went since past that ship is settled a long ass fucking time ago, and the drama between them, nobody wants to hear it anymore because Teresa went too far. Teresa went way too far, having people think that little Joey's not a Gorga. Are you sick in the head? Again, if that thing is, even if any of that is true, you're the last bitch that should be telling people about it on a fucking platform like this. So now your brother doesn't fucking want to forgive you. And you're crazy that every fucking time you've done something to him that you actually think that he can forgive you because you don't have a heart and you don't give a fuck. When you don't give a fuck, it's okay, you'll just move on. No, we'll just move on. Oh, he can't forgive me. It's all on him, blah, 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 him. No, you hurt him time after time and time. But okay, we'll talk about this on Nick Files podcast because I know that I'm going to just keep saying the same thing. Just like with Jax. I know I'm tough love, friend. That's what it is. I paid money twice. I went to go see Teresa live. I went to see Jax live. And it was not as therapeutic as I wanted it to be. Because Teresa never answers the question of why she, I asked, when did you break? How did you break and when and why? When did you break? Because she completely is delusional. She thinks her brother's her enemy. And I don't know where Louis is. Louis is not anywhere to be anywhere. We don't know where Louis is. Louis is missing. All right, I'm gonna come back and I guess I wanted to talk I want to talk to OC with Jacqueline, but Jacqueline, where are you? If you're here in the next 5 minutes, I'll keep this on and talk about OC. But you have to be here in the next 5 minutes. Listen, honey. Lauren, did I say hi to you? Thank you for being here. And Lauren, we're gonna do a show soon. Oh, you are awesome! Yay! So it's Friday, and I'm doing the Teresa thing. But Lauren, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome. And I was going to say we should do a third stream, but it might be too much for us. But I do want to keep doing the spirituality and matter. I want to call it spirituality, but more like mental wellness and check-ins and anybody has a topic about anything that has to do with mental health or addiction, like you just so you current, if you wanted to talk about that, I'd love to talk about that with you. If you have any, you know what I mean? Because I know I can answer a lot of questions. And I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not a doctor, obviously. I've just been through this for so long, and I went to rehab 4 or 5 or 6 times, I think. I tried to get clean a total of I think 10 times completely. And I would stay clean for months at a time, and I would slip up. Months at a time, I would slip up. But it's not. And I always tell people I never wanted to do it. You can't get clean for other people. Every single time I went, it was for somebody else. It was for the courts. It was for my parents. It was for this or for that. So I got trouble. It didn't work until that very last time, and it took a really long time for me. And then I didn't have another run in me. And what actually did it was a friggin' earth angel. Literally, the cop there's a cop in the emergency room who had my pocketbook. When I woke up after they had to crash cart me back, I woke up. I was cold. My clothes were cut off of me. I had warming blankets on. It took me about half a minute to realize what had happened. And I opened my eyes. I looked over, and there's a cop, and he's holding my purse. And I know I got drugs in it, and he's going through it. So I'm fucked because I would go to prison. I knew I would go to prison, and I just overdosed for last time. I was going to be homeless. So he walks over and he says to me, and he doesn't really know me. He knew me, but not know me. And he said, "Look, I threw out your wax bag. He threw out the heroin. He's like, I'm going to charge you with this benzodiazepine with a Percocet. I'm going to make your court thing for, you're going to make your court case for 90 days from now. If you get clean and you come and you show me that you're turning your life around, I will drop the charge. And I was like, are you, I was like, and that was one of the biggest reasons I did it too. And plus for myself, I would die if there's no way that I was going to survive another run. I had no more runs in me. And I had to like slowly crawl myself out of the gutter. But literally I went to court that day. I had all my paperwork. I had been going to an outpatient thing. I had all my clean urines and everything. And I didn't do anything. I stayed clean. That was it. And I thank God I met my husband. I met him, 13, 14. I met him like a year and a half. I met him October. Oh my God, what's today's date? October 14th, 2014. I mean, I knew him, but I came and lived here. We're on our first date still, actually. We're still on our first date. I just never left. For real. No, I went home for about 3 months. And by like December, I was living here. And like we started texting. We didn't stop texting for like 3 days straight. And then it's been like 11 years now. And the only issue we have is my spending is the money. And he's like he's really ready to fucking divorce me. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm not being, like, usually I laugh and I joke about it. This time it's not funny. Like, it's just not funny anymore. And it's not like I haven't done anything. I keep spending the money that we have left over. And it's like, I should be, when he takes care of the money, we say it's all, we have money and we save it. It's saved. And then I fucking touch it. Oh, I need this. And I buy shit for the house. And I buy shit for me and I buy shit for him. And then, like, yeah. And the one thing I'm waiting for is, one thing I'm waiting for is what I want to come the most, and it's his birthday present. He's gonna really think I bought something. He's gonna like think I bought it afterwards, and I didn't. I haven't bought anything. I can't. He took all access of the cards away. He was giving me chance after chance after chance recently, but it's just, I don't know. I'm not trying to make it. I really, honestly, it stresses me out that he's that upset. But I don't know, because I don't have an excuse. Like, it's just, and then he'll say, like, I understand. Like, he doesn't yell. My husband doesn't yell or anything. He doesn't get, like, he's really actually never really yelled at anything. Like, even, we don't fight, like, at all. He'll say he understands. And then, like, when we do fight, it's me screaming like a maniac at him, and he doesn't even deserve it. Like, I don't know how many times a week I say I hate him and I want to kill him and slice his throat. It's like, that's why I don't have kids, because I know that. And it's, that's literally a reason why I didn't have kids either. I would be so mentally abusive. I mean, my nieces and nephews are like, I'm like obsessed with them when they're around me, like even Marines kids. I couldn't imagine, but like, I don't know. I don't have it in me to even take care of myself half the time. And I thank God my husband said he didn't want kids when I met him. And I hope to God that he didn't, because I just felt really bad after a while, because I thought maybe he did and he just didn't tell me because he just wanted to marry. I don't know. We got married really fast. Got married after, we got engaged on our 1 year anniversary, and then got married 6 months later. And our money, wait, Jules. I know he does. It must be a Sag thing too. When's his birthday? He's a Sag. I'm December 1st. I know. That's how I do that too. I always think there's an endless supply of money that I can just keep, you know what I mean? And like, because we don't have a lot of bills really. So it's like, and they're paid. The ones we have are paid. And he gets very stressed out if they're like 2 weeks late. But they're always paid eventually. Like, they're never late, and we own our house. I know it feels like that's weird that he's like she didn't think she had a problem. Listen, if it's negatively affecting your life, then you have a problem. And if it's negatively affecting your friendships, and you should recognize that some part of that addiction is a problem. And whether she's lost anything or you just thought she was taking them and she wasn't, she's denying it. If that's the case, then that's hard, because she's not ready. But are you ready? Well, I was said if you come back in the next 5 minutes, I'll stay on and talk about OC, because at 6 I'm doing Teresa's interview at the at Nick Vial, and I keep playing with my hair, so I should just turn off my thing. So here, I'm going to put this link up for you, because I'll talk about OC because I did watch it, and I have a lot to say about it. But I'll talk about it now on Monday too. I'll do a whole thing on Monday, but I know that you want to talk about it. And Laura's just going to come back at 6 with me to do, hopefully, 3 her time, but I just can't get my hair, like, my hair's a mess today. It's been a mess lately. See, that stresses me out because I know that he's really took access to the money away and he's not going to let me buy hair. But I just dropped the link for you. And Lauren, if you want to come up too, come up. Because the OC was pretty good. I feel like Shannon needs to heal. I was watching love whatever they were doing, looking for love or something. I felt bad. I feel bad for Shannon. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think that she definitely, the way that she acted towards Tamara, and like you said with Lisa or with Bronwyn, I don't like Tamara, but I knew that in the time she wasn't trying to be shady to Shannon, talking about Shannon's dad. But where are you at? I know it's probably taking a minute to get your computer. 222 angel numbers. I see them all day, every day. 222 people watching. Everybody that's on Twitter. So I have another device I can do TikTok. So I'm going to start when I get my shit together. I was going to do it today. I'm going to start being live on TikTok, but I'm going to do it on a different device. We have an extra phone, so I went having no phone to 3 phones. But I picked up remember the iPhone, guys? Remember I said my iPhone was broke? And I was like, literally, I couldn't get on my Instagram. I go to switch phones, and I pick up this phone, and it turns on, and it was working. I was like, oh, it was working the whole time. I just had to get a different charger, and I actually got one of the chargers, like a stand-up charger. It's holding it. It's kind of cool. Anyway. Where you at, Jacqueline? Listen, honey. Mimir, make sure she knows that the link's in the chat. And make sure you guys can hear me right. I hope you can hear me right. Audio is... There you are. Hey.
Hi.
Oh, you changed your name back. Okay.
Yeah, I did, girl. I told you I wasn't coming up here.
So if we're going real quick, Team Shannon or Team Tamara?
Oh, Lord.
Before we start OC.
Team neither?
Okay.
I couldn't even answer that. I think they both are valuable to the show.
Yeah, I agree.
What? Whose team are you on?
With Shannon and Tamara, when it comes to what happened at the hat with her yelling about her dad stuff, I'm on Tamara's side with that side because
I'm on Shannon's side.
No, see, I'm not, because I don't think Tamara in that moment was trying to be shady.
I do.
In that moment. You do?
100%. Yep. Because why even bring it up in the first place? He's like a 95-year-old old man. Like, they clearly have a great relationship now, Shannon and her father. He's still alive. I just think that's a shady comment to make.
She didn't bring it up, though. Shannon was talking about her childhood and how she grew up. You know what I mean? And in the moment, Shannon has the conversation open to her childhood or whatever. And Tamara's the closest person that knows everything about that. So she didn't know that was going to be like, oh, I'm going to talk about that, but I'm not going to say what happened in my childhood. You know what I mean? I just know that in the moment.
Do you know that Tamara has never met Shannon's father?
That's so weird.
Yep.
That is so fucking weird. Isn't that weird? Everybody else has it. We have.
So like, why do you have the right to talk about my father?
Because
and honestly, I could agree with you if we were in like a different time. Like if they were getting along and they were, friendly right now, then I would take Tamara's comment about Shannon's father differently. But the fact that they are not getting along, I thought it was a shady comment.
With the thing with Naked Wasted. Remember how I was saying, were you hear what I was saying at the very beginning? I didn't even know it was coming up in the season. And I said, I hope there's some kind of statute of limitations where she, or not one or something, because I wanted her to go after Tamara for it, right? I didn't know that all this was going to happen. But what do you think about Gretchen? Do you think she really went to the hospital? Do you think she said it?
I don't think she went to the hospital. I think if she did, it would have been more we would have heard about it back then, because I think that that would have been even a bigger reason for her to go after Tamra, if there was actual proof that she was, you know,
Yeah.
drugged. But I think that she definitely said that she went to the hospital. And I think that she said that to Katie, but I also think that she said it to Sheena because
And Dan.
her and
And Dan.
Sheena are close. And
Yeah.
I think that Sheena said something. This is my theory. She said
Yeah.
something to Sheena. I think Sheena said something to Kiki. And then I think when Katie and Kiki went to lunch, I
Yeah.
believe that Kiki probably brought it up, like, did you hear? And then
Yeah.
Katie probably responded by saying, yes, Gretchen told me about that.
I mean, everybody talks about that. They get wasted, I think, and it's gonna come up. And so, like, I think that actually, if she did go to the hospital, I don't think that she can prove it. So I think that she can get in trouble for even bringing it up, like defamation. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like, you can't prove it, then that's why I think if it did happen, I think she's only denying it because it's because it came out publicly. You know what I'm saying? But again,
right.
don't fucking say it at all. Then
You know,
you know what I
you know what I you know what I don't like, which editors have been doing this a lot with not just
mean?
Orange County, but with Miami also, is they have this new way of editing where they start the episode by something that happens
Yeah.
later in the episode and then they go back.
Yep.
And they've been doing that with OC, they've been doing it with Miami, and when I tell you, it really messes with my stoner brain because as soon as I turn the show on, I get confused. Like, am I on the right episode? Did I
And
miss a scene?
they just did the Salt Lake too.
Like, I feel right. They're doing it on like all, I don't know if it's like a new way that they're editing it, but it's really confusing because it really makes you feel like they're like starting in the middle of a scene and you're like, did I miss something? I'm so confused.
Because no, I think that they have to get. See, all right, we're at the point where I kept saying when these shows, especially OC, they're on for so long, they get so toxic because they have to fuck each other over every fucking season. And by the time you're in like season 8, everybody hates each other and they're not real friends and they're not hanging out and they don't get any content. There's nothing going on, and they
What's
have to make things up for them to do like they've been doing.
what's
And so they
funny
can tell you what happens in this whatever event that they make up. So we'll have to watch it and see because we're gonna like nobody wants to see them and they're not when they're not really that you know what I mean? It's
What's
weird.
funny, what's funny is that they're doing it on a lot of shows because I guess all these shows have, like you said, have been on for so long that they're starting to get a little stale. Because also, I know that you're not a Below Deck person, but this season, on the last season of Below Deck, the editing was also very weird. They were doing this new thing where they were almost putting up like an Instagram type of reel where they were showing every time a person on Below Deck would have a scene, they would show you like all these like pictures from their Instagram reel. It's like the weirdest thing. I don't know what's going on with Bravo editing, but like I don't know if they're trying to make it like, different, but it's not working and I don't like it.
Yeah, Alex Baskin. Well, they have. I called Eight Housewives because before Slade got there, like Alex Baskin, I swear he wants to be a fucking housewife. Like he's
Yeah.
one of the showrunners who's constantly fucking getting involved, and that's when people are like, "Oh, I don't talk about social media stuff." Well, I'm sorry, but they've done that for now. Literally, they've made social media. They've made us, the bloggers, a part of their fucking storyline now. So, and they should because we're the ones that keep their asses relevant in between seasons. Now I'm orange. In between seasons and
Did
during
you
the season. Look how
did you
red I
like
am.
this episode? Did you like
Yes,
this
I liked
episode of
it.
OC?
Yes, I liked it a lot. I thought it was a
I
really good
really
episode.
I really liked it, and I really liked the fact that I felt like it was very heavy on like their home life with like their kids. I felt like there was like a lot of
Mhm.
scenes with like all their kids. And I really
Yeah.
liked that because I feel like it just it gave it a little break from like all the drama and the fighting. I feel like this episode really focused on like, their kids and their home life. And like I like seeing that every once in a while. I feel
Yeah.
like because
We
honestly,
got away from it.
most of the housewives, like I feel like that's how the show started, is that they're
Yes.
housewives. Like, you know, they're married, they have kids, you see their home life. And then it evolved into this like everyone's backstabbing each other and lying to each other and fighting. And I kind of like that this episode brought it back to like what it used to be, you know, like family. And I will say,
And
even the
Eddie Beard.
worst, yes, even the
Lionel.
worst housewives, like Tamra,
Mhm.
who I think she's valuable for the show, but I think she's like a terrible human being. But
Mhm.
I feel like
Horrible.
even,
Why is she good for the show? That what makes her good for the show now?
well, first let me finish. What I was gonna say was what makes what I liked about this episode was that even the worst housewives, when you put them in scenes with their kids, it shows you like a softer, like nicer
Mhm.
side.
Right.
And I feel like
Yeah.
every single housewife this episode, I really like I wrote in big letters in my notes that like
Oh,
they're all really great moms. Like no matter like what they've gone
yeah, that's
through,
true. Their kids are very well rounded, all of them.
like all of the scenes with the kids, like you could tell how much even Tamra's daughter, the one that, you know, speaks to her, but like
Yes.
you could tell how much like they love each other. They have a great relationship, you know, and I feel like
Yeah.
it adds like it makes you look differently at the housewife when they show them with
It
the kids
does.
because it gives them more, you know, kinder,
Yeah.
softer. Mm,
Yes. That's why these last two episodes are working, I think, because we are getting a lot more of that. Like I love to see that show. Like I did think about that when I was watching Tamara with her daughter. I was like, oh, it makes them human again. You know,
yes,
like you're
yes. Like
yes, exactly. And
were you gonna and what did you ask me? What makes Tamra a great
what
housewife?
makes no, well, I'm saying what makes Teresa good for the show any longer? Like what makes her good for Bravo, good for the show at this point in time?
You're asking
Like
about Teresa.
yes,
Mm,
side swipe to Teresa real quick.
I know. I was like, wait a second. I'm like,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. She
honestly,
said
I
Teresa,
feel
so I'm like,
I
go
feel the
ahead.
same way about Tamra as I do about Teresa. Is like I always say this, and I know this might make me sound a certain type of way, but I
Mhm.
always say like I watch these shows because they entertain me. Like I want the drama. I want like the you know, I want the family scenes also, but I want the
Right.
backstabbing. I want all this, you know, chaos. And I feel like that's what makes the show entertaining. Like I always say, I love Dolores on New Jersey, but if you had an entire cast of
Of Dolores,
Dolores's, like the
it
show
would
would be
work.
boring as F. Like it
I know, I know, I
would just
know. She's Catania. We
like
always
I
say with
wouldn't be able to watch it. And
yeah,
I
it would
love
have been great.
Dolores. And I think that every franchise has a Dolores. You know what I'm saying? Like every franchise has the crazy housewife, the one that everyone hates, the one that lies, the one that doesn't get involved in the drama, the Dolores, you know?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
And I think what makes the shows work is that you need to have a group of friends that like one is the shitster, one is, you know, the one that always stays
yeah.
neutral. Like that's what makes it work. Mm.
But then you know what? You have somebody that makes it goes way too far and pays people to destroy your life and bring it to the show.
You're talking
That's where it ends for me.
I
Like,
honestly think about Teresa. I know I'm always fighting that
mhm,
like, you know, the show is
mhm.
nothing without Teresa.
I don't.
I'm
Yeah,
starting I'm starting to feel that maybe it is her time to like move on to other things just because I don't know where else like the problem lies is where else can you go? And I feel like we've already seen everything with Teresa and it's like
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
now you're going to sit down with Melissa because they're
No,
threatening your job and
see, the thing is, the show does not fucking revolve around their fucking relationship any longer because they have not interacted in 2 years, and
the
we don't. They are still filming. They film together. They still interact. Nobody said they won't film without each other. The thing is, nobody wants Teresa at their events. They're
the
not going to
only
invite her to anything.
The
So
only
it's like,
reason the only reason I argue against her staying is because if they're going to base the show on Melissa and like new people,
yeah.
I personally can't find that entertaining because I don't find Melissa entertaining. I find her to be a little on the boring side.
But didn't you
So
enjoy like the episode where they had the sleepover with Rachel at Rachel's and everybody, even Jen was there. Jen fucking, what's her face? Jen and Bill, Jen, even Aiden. They had so much. That was such a good episode when they were all sleeping over at Rachel's at the sleepover. That's the cast. The newbies, you're gonna. I don't think I would enjoy. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy them
I
either.
don't know if
But
you
they're
do.
only additions. You know what I mean? So we fuck Jackie. Nobody needs her. Nobody really needed Teresa has gone because Teresa did. She's a crackhead doing crackhead shit. Like she just was acting like I don't know. I couldn't even blame it on Louis after I saw what she was doing, because
Did
it's one thing to like season to season. We would go season to season where it was like it wasn't serious enough where they wouldn't film together. They wouldn't be family again. Like we could start every season fresh again, right? But it got to the point where you couldn't because Teresa literally destroying people. Nobody wants that kind of person around that threatens your son's life.
Did you
You
see
know?
that the first episode of Special Forces aired? And
Yeah.
I don't watch that show, but apparently I don't know, the guy that's in charge was yelling at Teresa, calling her stupid, and I thought that was like the funniest thing.
I didn't. I saw a little bit of it, but I was thinking when we watched the interview, it'll probably show clips from it. But hopefully you'll watch it with me. But
Did
let me
you
see.
hear
Huh?
did you hear that Brittany was the
Brit-
first one?
Yeah, I just
She
heard it. Just Larger just told me. Um.
she quit halfway through the first episode.
Oh my god. Well listen. I would never went on it because I don't think I could.
I
You
would
know.
never be able to do that. There's no way.
No.
And
Yeah.
watching her, I was like, that so would have been me. Like they were doing some sort of like physical activity and she's like huffing and puffing and she's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I'm like, that would be me.
Can't wait to see Cap. I can't wait to see scenes from it too. You gonna come up, Lauren? I don't say. Here's Teresa. So, but I really know. I thought this was a good episode, but I also, like I said, I don't know. I think that with the thing with Tamara, I think that it happened. I think that Eddie didn't know, and I think that's part of the problem because when she was on Watch What Happens Live, Andy asked her what Eddie thought about this, and her reaction was like, "Oh, whatever. He knows it's not true." That's what he said. She said it was like, "Oh, like I feel like maybe they were having issues," which
Well,
is kind of, huh?
I have to tell you what I have in my notes about what you're talking about because I totally saw that also. in
Yes.
in the recent episode of OC, um, when Tamara is talking to Eddie about how she's trying to work on her relationship with Gretchen, and Eddie's response was, "You're talking to Gretchen?" And he seemed
Yep.
surprised. And I'm
Yep.
like, so I started thinking to myself, this isn't the first episode that Gretchen and Tamra were together. They've filmed a couple episodes, which means they have been around each other for a little while now. So why does Eddie seem surprised that she's talking to Gretchen? The only conclusion I can come to is that Tamra and
They
Eddie don't live together. They don't speak because why is he surprised? He should know this. He's your husband. You don't tell your husband, "Oh, by the way, I'm talking to Gretchen again."
You're so right.
You know what I'm
I
saying? Like,
Yes, I
and
did not even.
that's what I clocked because when he was like, he was so surprised, like, "You're talking to Gretchen?" It's like, you're her husband. How do you not know that? Which
I think.
which
Oh my
leads me to believe that he's been staying in Big Bear and the two of them are not speaking.
Oh my god.
Right?
Wait.
Am I wrong?
No, you're so fucking right. Hold on. Let me just tell Lauren to guide. I'll guide you up. That is such a. Oh my god. We're at the end
Right?
of the season. We're at the end of the fucking season.
That's what I'm
And she's
saying.
still
This is the
telling her
first
now.
time. This is the first time
Wow.
she's bringing up to you that she's talking to Gretchen.
Wow. I did not even clock that. I definitely think that there's something going on. All right. So this is it. She's denying it. So Gretchen Rossi and Tamara Judge were not faring well on the Real Housewives of Orange County. Then again, they haven't fared well in this series. But in the latest episode of OC, Gretchen casually dropped the bomb, alleging that Tamara had an affair with a mystery singer, Ashley Sleeps in it. Now that Tamara feels activated, she's calling out Gretchen's.
Wait, to correct you though, that's not what happened because I also clocked this too when Gretchen was
Okay,
pissed off Gretchen was saying that she's pissed off at Slade because all she was talking about was the song that Tamra made. That's not true,
Yeah.
because when she was drunk on her fireball, she said in the
Yeah.
car to Heather and Emily, she talked about the song, and then she also said that was around the time that she was effing, and then they bleeped out the name. So she was the first one that brought it up, not Slade.
Wait, whoa. She was what? Fucking who?
When the whole rumor is that Tamra was screwing the guy
Yeah.
from 98 Degrees.
Oh, so she said it, and she said,
Gretchen said it in the car first. Like when they were all drunk at Heather's sleepover, they were in the
Okay.
car and she was talking about it, and she said that's when Tamra was effing bleep. And then she's mad at Slade for bringing it up, but she's the one that brought it up.
You're right. You're right.
And then Emily and Heather asked
Oh,
Slade about it, and then he said it again. But it was already brought up by Gretchen. Like, you opened the can, and now you're pissed off at your husband for talking about what you already talked about.
exactly. And it was said on camera, so it doesn't matter whether Emily repeated or not. It was going to have to be brought up because.
Right. It's already on camera.
Yep. And then what does this say now? Okay. Tamara also alleged that alleged anti post Gretchen Rossi had denied. Okay, let's see. This is what I was looking for too. Thoughts on tonight's episode. This is Tamara. Why isn't my thing moving? Oh, duh, Krista. All right, I'm on reality T. I want to know who the singer is if there was anything to that. Tamara said, okay. I did not sleep with a boy band singer ever in my life. It's a complete lie. I will not say his name. We know his name's Jeff. I will say he's out of respect for his family. I'm friends with his wife, and they were both disgusted by Gretchen's. Okay, he got married literally, I think, the next week. Gretchen Slade's false accusations. I think Gretchen has proved to be a liar. I think that is well known fact. It's been over social media for the past 2 years. That's really gross. I'm sure I'll get blamed for that too. Well, I thought it was a blowjob. I thought too. Oh, and Slade Smiley, always a fiance, never a groom producer like partner of Gretchen. He has the audio recording of these extracurricular activities. Where is it at then? Bring it out, Slade. Right? And
They played like what he's claiming, and you can't hear. It doesn't sound like it sounds like Tamra's like giggling, but it doesn't sound like any sexual acts are being performed. And if this was taking place in a studio, you mean to tell me that she screwed this guy in the studio while the producer and all the music people were in there watching? That makes no sense.
I know. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe they were still mic'd up and they thought, and also she wasn't trying to do a song. I didn't know. It was for like a campaign, right? And it was like for a campaign.
Yeah, it was that they used to do that a while ago, like the Don't Hate campaign, where they would, I think, like write like "Don't Hate" on their body, and they would like stand there like naked. I feel like a lot of like celebrities did that.
I think they all did actually. Like back in the day. Did you hear how so what did you hear about Sheena? Now, what is Sheena's role in all this? Apparently, do you think she wants to get on OC?
Well, that's what they're saying, but apparently Sheena is Sheenaing. She is in some shit, and she is going to be in. She's going to be in for it at BravoCon because there's a lot of people coming for her.
All right, tell me.
Well, Tamra is pissed off at her because she believes that she started the whole thing with Kiki Monique and Katie. They think that Sheena is the one that started it.
Wait a minute. Whoa, back up though.
Yeah.
Sheena started the thing with Kiki Monique about Gretchen saying Tamra drugged her.
That this all is coming back to the fact that Gretchen said something to Sheena, and Sheena said something to Katie, and then it was brought Kiki. So Tamra's pissed off at Sheena because Tamra's saying that, they never said anything. So it's like a whole beef between the two of them.
But how is it Sheena's fault? How is this Sheena's fault?
Well, the rumor is that Sheena has not filmed for season 3 of The Valley at all.
Not filming, or
no? They're saying that she's not going to be. They're saying she's not going to be in season 3 because production is pissed off at her because of the stuff that she put in her book about, throwing production under the bus, about how, when she was on Vanderpump, they like, staged scenes and fights and stuff like that. But
Wow.
what I don't understand is I heard an interview with Sheena where she said that before her book came out, she had Bravo go through the book and they approved it. So I don't understand, if they looked at it and they had no problem with what she was putting out there, then why now are they trying to punish her?
Well, because they can't really tell her what. I mean, she can put that in there. It's not something that, it's not like it's a personal thing about somebody that they can say, no, take this out. They can't really tell her to not put that in there. You know what I mean? That's her personal opinion and her feelings. And if that's how you feel, then what the fuck you doing here then? Bye, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Bye. You don't have to be here.
Well, the rumor is that Lala took Sheena's spot on the Valley,
No
and that
shit.
Sheena is not filming for the Valley, is what I was
I just
told.
don't see how this is for Katie. Whatever. Gretchen allegedly brings this up at a dinner in front of Katie and Jen and their husbands. Okay, right? But I don't know if she went and she started telling these bloggers. Just because Sheena gets a hold of this information and tells Kiki, I mean, that's the same thing that everybody was talking about it anyway, because Gretchen said it to about 3 people or 6 people allegedly, right? She even said it's also on camera that this happened. So how is it Gina's fault for, like, Tamara's the one that brought it up on fucking camera?
I will say something is definitely shady, because
it's not Katie's
like
fault either.
Sheena and Gretchen, like, I follow them on social media, and
Yeah,
they are in a lot of pictures together. Like, they are definitely, I would say,
think so.
pretty close friends.
Yeah, and I've never heard Sheena. I don't think Sheena or Kiki brought this up on their before it became a thing on the show. It wasn't out in the blogs or anything. So if Katie was trying to get it out there, nobody said anything until Tamara brought it up on camera, and then it had to be talked about with everybody. So I don't know how this is Sheena's fault at all. But I mean, I could see her writing shit. I could see other reasons why. Sheena has desperation all over her goddamn face, her face, everything. Desperation reeks out of her all the time. And like she inserts herself in people's business just to do this, because she thinks it's what. And then I know that she wants. I'm shocked that even Tamara says this, though, that she's trying to get on OC, which I think is a fucking joke. Like, the only thing that will ever work would be Paige and Lindsay on New York. Like, Sheena is not a housewife of Orange County, and that's why the fuck she's so close to Gretchen. Think about it. She got really close to all the Valley ladies too.
Well, that's what Tamara said on Watch What Happens Live, that Sheena actually told Tamara that her and Brock wanted to be on The Real Housewives of Orange County.
She is such a desperate fucking bitch. Listen, you should have never went against Ariana in the end, because whether she thinks it or not, that's what ended her fucking career. Is that fucking little stint?
What's pissing me off is the fact that, because this is all happening now,
it's all happening. The tattoo, remember? Sheena's tattoo, it's all happening. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, they went out for a minute.
My internet in my apartment is like the worst. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It just for 1 second it went out.
It's like so annoying.
Are you on the laptop? You did all this stuff on?
I'm on my cell phone.
So if you go on your laptop, it'll ask you if you want to stream this on your channel, and you can stream it on your channel at the same time. Which, did you get the thing I sent you, the logo?
I know, I'm stupid.
Wait, did you open up your Instagram and get the logo?
I did.
Isn't it cute? Just to start.
I did. I love.
Isn't that cute? We could tweak it a lot.
I love it. I love it. I just don't want to. I don't want people to think that's what I look like as a cartoon, because that cartoon is way prettier than I am.
Oh, shut up. I know. I just did it like as a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like a start. But I think it's so good. But isn't the, like, I wanted to have like honey dripping now. I want to make it really honey dripping.
I absolutely love it. I just want it to look a little more like me, because I feel I'm like, I wish I looked like that as a cartoon. That'd be lovely.
I know. I mean, but I just figured dark hair. Like, I was like, I didn't know. I didn't want to, like, I don't know. I was thinking like, man, you could sit here and do like play around in Canva. I know Canva's been making me some really good. I didn't know the AI does as good as it does. But I like making
I
them
love
myself. It's one of my favorite parts of doing like making the thing. I love being creative. So that's why I
I
was
love
messing
it.
around. Mhm.
Do you know who also has beef with Sheena? And I find this so
Ooh,
funny.
oh
Is
God, yeah.
Adriana from Miami.
Oh, I heard. Oh my God, I forget what it was about though.
Because something with Captain Jason from Below Deck, like
Oh my.
Sheena apparently like ruined Adriana's chances with Captain Jason or something. But Andy said that
That would
they're
never
gonna
happen.
have they're gonna have a lot of beef to squash at BravoCon.
Oh my. So so you're going, right? Did you book your stuff yet?
We have our hotel, we have
Mhm.
our tickets, but we don't have our flight yet
Andy
because
fucking. I guess he's not going to bring it back to New York. Did you hear him?
I'm fighting with my sister because my
Why?
sister has no fear in the world. My sister is like fearless,
Oh
and
God.
she's trying to convince me to book a flight because it's way cheaper than all the other ones, and I refuse. I'm like you, like I'm
So
deathly
how are you
afraid
going
of
to get there? That
flying.
you have to book it eventually, though.
No, no, no.
You know.
I
Oh.
I was telling her that I will only fly, and call me spoiled, call me whatever you want. I will
Oh
only
God.
fly 3 airlines, and that is JetBlue, Delta,
Hmm.
or American Airlines. My
I heard
sister wants me to get on some freaking Frontier Airlines, and I'm not
no.
doing that because I'm not flying.
Right. Say it. She doesn't want to. You don't.
You know what I'm
I get it.
saying?
Yeah. 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 I
I
don't
am
fly.
only going to fly on a highly reputable plane. I'm not getting on one of these ghetto
You don't
planes.
jet.
Like, I'm just not doing it because I would like to make it to Vegas in one piece.
Well, I mean, I just don't like the fact that they're made by Boeing. That's what scares me. So
Right.
I'm
Like,
just.
I'm not doing it. She's talking about like Spirit Airlines, Frontier Airlines. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Nope. Count me out. I don't care. I'll swim
Meet
to
her there. Just
Vegas
how about we just
before.
drive? We can leave now. Let's
What's
drive.
funny is I said to my sister, I'm like, I wish the two of us could take off longer from work because if we could, I would
Yeah.
100% have driven there. The only problem
What's
with driving is like that takes like 2, 3 days. So it's like I would
I
have to
know.
take off from
I
work for like 10 days
know.
and I can't do that?
I know. And like I would like want to dip down and grab Manny, dip up and grab like all sorts of people
Just
over
get a
there.
tour bus and let's just pick up
I
everybody.
know. That was my plan. My dad had one and he sold it. My mom left him and he's like, that's it. He's like selling everything off. But like I wanted my dad, he comes in or sometimes his name's Mike Dad in here. I wanted him to like be our tour bus driver and drive us to BravoCon because, you know,
I'll hire
I
him.
let's do it next year. Let's do it.
I think they're doing BravoCon every 2 years.
Well, I know he needs to switch it to New York and then do it alternate. Why do it every other year though? That's stupid too.
Well, I hate I hate to burst your bubble.
Why? And I know he loves it there. Fucking, I know. I know. I heard him. He doesn't want to come back here. I know. He says it's more
Either.
fun there. Yeah.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but
Yeah.
it's going to not only is it going to be in Vegas this year,
I
but
know.
it's going to be
Every
every
year.
2 years. And in two
Mhm.
years, it's also going to be in Vegas because they signed a contract for the next
Oh,
3 BravoCons, which would be
what the
this year
fuck?
and the next one.
Oh my god, I know. I heard him say it, but I just thought
Yeah.
he meant. I just because he likes it better there. I didn't know if it was going to be a thing. But listen, why do you not want your New Yorker and your East Coast people? Why not have it at both places? Why not have it every other year? One here, one. You know what I mean? Because you have people in the East Coast too. Like,
I know, but I feel like how they're looking at it as someone like me who lives on the East Coast is still flying to the West Coast to go to BravoCon. So if they can
I know.
sell
Well,
tickets,
the same
you
thing in New
know.
York. People from the West Coast are going to fly to New York and do it. There was
But I will
30,000 people last time.
but I will say that this year it was a lot easier to get tickets than 2 years ago. And there's
Yeah,
also
cheaper,
I
right?
feel that it's not as many people are as excited this year as they were 2 years ago because there's still watch what happens live tickets that you could actually just go on and buy, which 2 years ago those sold out within 2.2 seconds. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's definitely not selling out like it did 2 years ago.
I also think that we don't get any respect as podcasters. For we don't. A lot of us don't get press passes. They have no respect for like even if you try to like even if like you try to establish yourself a little bit, you have to like suck Andy's dick basically. But I don't even at that point when I realized that we had nowhere to sit and do it. Like, what if I want to do an interview? You know what I mean? A space to do interviews, have a backdrop, everything. Like, we should have something, like, or be able to rent space, something there. You know what I mean? Like, for your brand or whatever. But they give us nothing, and it's like we're nobody. But he forgets who keeps him relevant, and all your people. Who the fuck's going to talk about you if it's not us? Think about it. After the show's over, if there's no interviewers, there's no. Think about it. Nobody on YouTube, nobody on social media talking about their asses 24/7. It's like, but we get no respect at all. And it's like the only reason I keep my brand as podcast is because I feel like that's the only time they recognize anybody. You know? But like I also I do have to admit that the last 2 times I've hid behind people. I'm scared of people. I'm scared of rejection. You go up there and say, like, you would have to drag me. I walk into an event and I get scared and I left. Sometimes my friend Renee had to drag me back in there the other day, last time. It was like a year ago or whatever. It was at Zach's. She had to drag me back in there. I'm like, nope, I'm leaving. I don't know what it is. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid, like Adam said, I'm unapproachable. People were asking him to ask me to take a picture. And I was like, and that was when I was on his show. And he's like, you need to, like, be more approachable. And I'm like, I'm just me. I didn't think anybody would want to fucking or know who, you know what I mean? I wasn't anybody at that time. I mean, I kind of was, but like, I'm more now. But if I would start going to events and shit and be more out there, I know I would get further.
I'm like a mumbling idiot. I have all these, when I'm like going to meet these people, I have so many things in my head that I want to ask them and what I want to say. And then I get starstruck. So I like, all I can get out of my mouth is like, I love you. Can I take a picture?
See, I wish I would do that. Like, I just, I don't know. I get scared. Like, yeah, like, well, I also feel like I don't get starstruck by like regular celebrities, right? But I do, like Frank Catania, even though Frank, I'm still starstruck by Frank Catania. Isn't that crazy? Like, and I get starstruck by even Britney, and I've known Britney since Iron Man 2020, like for a long time. My ex was so nice. Iron Man back in the day, like, so before even Housewives started.
She's so nice. I like her a lot.
I love her, dude. She's
Brittany,
the best.
She's so sweet.
She is perfect for Frank.
She literally at the last softball game, she spoke to me for at least 20 minutes. She was like, she really was like so down to earth and so nice.
Isn't she normal? Like, so normal.
Yeah, we were like talking wedding things because she told me that like they got married, but they postponed like the actual ceremony. And then we were talking about how, your wedding goes by so fast, you don't even remember anything. Like, what's the point of even having a ceremony? Because
so true. Don't do it. You don't have to. Why do that? Have a party.
Oh my God. My parents, before I got married, gave me the option. Me and my husband gave us the option of either paying for our wedding venue or helping us with a down payment on a house. And me, like an idiot, because, since I'm a little girl, I'm dreaming about putting on my white dress and getting married. I chose the wedding. And now, if you were to ask me one question about my wedding, I couldn't tell you anything. I remember nothing.
Yeah. Lauren, you there? Say something real quick. I might have to adjust your mic. Can't hear you. Hold on, let me see. Say something. I don't know if you have your mic. Are you talking into your phone, maybe?
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Did I do it right?
Now you are. Wherever you did, when you just said hello, that was perfect. Into the phone, into the thing.
Well, I had the YouTube in the background because I didn't realize that I had to.
You there? What happened?
Did we lose?
So now I got it.
Oh, now there you are. All right, you're there. Jacqueline, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, we're all here. Okay. Oh, thanks for coming up.
I finally figured it out. The gang's all here.
The gang's all here.
I love talking anything Vanderpump. It's my obsession.
Dude, so what do you think about Sheena? Why do you think that Sheena, they have a right to be mad at Sheena?
No. All roads lead back to Sheena. Okay, Sheena is the reason that Vanderpump Rules started. And
Yeah.
without Vanderpump Rules, there would be no The Valley. And Sheena is genuinely friends with the people on The Valley. She did not go and make friends with them just so that she could make a cameo. Now, her trying to be with people who are on OC, that's a stretch because it's not like they're in the same city and they're not in the same social circle, you know. But
Exactly.
I don't know.
It reeks her desperation.
And don't get me going on Sheena and Ariana. I am Ariana's number one hater.
Oh my
And
You are?
Oh
I
my
am.
God, we're never gonna get along.
I'm her number one hater. And I have mixed feelings about how Sheena treated Ariana because Ariana was her best friend, but at the same time, Ariana wasn't acting like a good friend when all
Neither was
this went
Sheena.
down.
Well, why would she be? How could she be at that time? You know what I mean? How could
Well,
she be a good friend with anybody when Raquel did what she did? And Tom
no,
did
I'm
what she did?
talking about way before that. You know, there
Oh,
was I'm talking about way before the scandal even broke. You know, I don't know. I don't like
yeah.
how she treated Sheena this whole time. You know, like her first season, Ariana was like, I'm smarter than everybody I know. She said that on camera to Sheena, who was her best friend, who was sitting right next to her.
Probably
Come
true.
on.
It's probably true.
Yeah, but you don't say that to somebody,
No,
and you don't say that on camera. You know,
you're
it
right.
might be true.
I don't
The
think
only
so.
So,
reason the only reason why Ariana even joined Vanderpump Rules was for Sheena. Sheena begged her to join the show because she needed a friend on the show. So she to me, she is a good friend because she joined a show to help her friend out.
Yeah.
well, I forgot exactly what happened, but there was something afterwards that I think I don't, during the scandal or just before or just after that, Ariana didn't go to bat publicly for Sheena, like respond to some comments or a post or something. And, you know, she just had, you know, I'll tell you what, no matter what I'm going through,
Yeah.
I, I think about other people. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you do. I mean, I feel like you have to give. I mean, Ariana deserved a lot of grace at that point because, like, when everything that was going on behind her back was ridiculous and
of course,
sick. Like, I get it. I mean, I understand the relationship was fucked, her and Tom, and it had to end. But neither one of them had the balls to fucking do it to end it, and that's on them. And
that's true. That's
Tom,
true.
you know,
And I don't think Ariana deserved what she got. Nobody does.
mm,
Don't get me wrong. Okay. Nobody deserves to be cheated on and then publicly humiliated like that. And you're
exactly.
right. Both of them could have ended it. And that's one of the reasons I don't like Ariana is because, you know, she was like, I would follow you to the end of the earth. But, you know, when he wanted to get married, she flat out said no. Okay.
Right.
And then he wanted kids and she flat out said no, but he still stayed with her. So that's on him.
Okay. But
And
listen.
and and it's on her for staying with somebody who wanted different things than he did. So they're both full of it.
Yeah. And also, like, but then think about it. She's the best. What Tom wanted to be a rock star. She
Yep.
didn't want kids. Like, you have the best girlfriend in the world. You have a commitment, but she doesn't want to make you tie you down with kids. She doesn't want to get married. You can be a rock star if you want. She's not stopping you from doing anything. She supports you. Like, I think, but in the end, yes, in the end, there was no emotional connection, and they were like,
Right.
they lost that, and that's what Tom craves, and that's how I am too. Like, and I get it. I know why he cheated. It was kind of fucked up because at this point it was an emotional attachment because it didn't last. And to
Right.
me though, if you're gonna fucking do that to me, you bastards you better be in love. You better have the best relationship ever. It better be a real fucking thing if you're gonna do that to me. But
Absolutely.
they both should have ended it, and they know that. They knew that a long time ago. They knew that way before.
Oh yeah. I 1,000,000% agree. You know, nobody deserves to be cheated on. I don't care who you are, what your situation is. I would not wish infidelity on my worst enemy.
And
I
it's to
really
this
wouldn't.
day, Tom has not Tom still is acting like I asked him in his Patreon. I said, please tell me why you're so angry with Ariana because you pulled a fucking Jax. Whether
Yep.
you did it on, I said you have no right to be mad at her. You should be mad at
Right.
each other because you both
Right.
you both should have fucking ended it and you didn't. So that's on you guys. But for you to still fucking say all these nasty things about her and blame her, it's like, where the fuck's your head at, dude? Because this isn't the Tom Sandoval that I fucking remember, or why I even hated. He's 50% of the reason I hate fucking Jax. Well, he was, because I thought Jax treated him like a fucking clown. And
Jax
I thought,
treated everybody like a clown. Jax treated everybody.
yeah. Jacqueline, you want to interject anything about what we're talking about?
Well, I disagree because I am an Ariana stan. So you will not convince me that she is a bad friend to Sheena. I think that she was a great friend to Sheena, and I actually think the opposite. I think Sheena was a shitty friend to her. And I've met Ariana a couple times in person, and I think that she was so kind. And
Yeah.
I found she had a lot of funny one-liners on Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
I think she's very funny. I think she's very witty. And I do agree with her that she is probably smarter than half the people that she associates with.
I know,
So,
but if we can say that out loud, it's kind of like fuck to say. I mean, I do agree with what you're
I mean,
saying, but I don't think
would you expect me to say anything else when I sit here and I defend Lisa Barlow for thinking that she's the
no.
most fabulous thing
No,
since sliced bread?
but I agree with you on that. But I also don't think that Sheena is a bad friend to Ariana until the end. It wasn't until the very. Oh my God, where'd you go, Lauren? Come back in,
Did I
Lauren.
scare her away?
No. She probably just dropped out. She'll come back. No, I love the fact that we all know Vanderpump and Bravo so well because we can talk about it. And like whether we disagree or not, I think that it's like I love to hear everybody else's perspective. But I do agree with you with that part with Ariana. I don't know where I don't think she was a bad friend to Sheena. Hi, but Sheena was a bad friend in the end to Ariana, and that's where I get stuck on that. Like she chose that fucking show, and you had how many years? You built all this up until you had this amazing fucking reputation on Bravo on Vanderpump, and the last 10 minutes on the last season ever, on the last episode ever, you fuck up. You know what I mean? I know I hate myself today. Thank you.
Awful.
But listen, you don't think that she like that ruined her career, in my opinion. What does that say?
No, it did. It did. I mean, Sheena did it to herself, and Sheena should have stood up more for Ariana. I can see,
a little bit.
I can see both sides because Tom was there for her when she, he gave her money. He just offered it to her, didn't ask for it back. A lot of things, they go way back too.
Yeah.
But she still should have chose Ariana over Tom because what he did was just unthinkable.
Yeah. And that fucking apology would have meant nothing. That was bullshit. Those two just fuck off because you two don't even. You guys can have a conversation. We don't need to hear it at this point. Her and Tom, because at that point, that fucking whole thing would have been so fake and so contrived. Like, and the producers knew that, and Sheena knows that, and even Ariana should have known that. Like I'm sorry, Lala. Like Lala being a very I'm telling you, they built the relationship up in the last 10 minutes of you on the last season ever. Your whole reputation down the tube. And I'm just saying that because like everybody, you saw how everybody was Team Ariana. She was America's sweetheart at that point. And you two bitches who were supposed to be her friends, her ride or die, fuck the show at this point. It would have been a better show if you didn't if you would have stayed on her side. And you know what?
Well, here's the other point. Here's the other side though, Krista, where I'm not an Ariana fan. Okay. Right. After everything went down and she didn't want to film with him, which she's right. Don't get me wrong. Right. Okay. Then why did you come back? You don't, why? And then everybody was, walking on eggshells. And we had to, she not only didn't want to film with him, she didn't want him anywhere near her, didn't want to speak to him. And the couple of times that she was forced to speak with him, that was really cringy and uncomfortable for me. And I don't even know these people. That was not entertainment. That was not entertainment for me.
Never forced her to be around him.
I'm
You know what I
sorry.
mean? They should never
Well, yeah,
force her.
that's true.
You know?
Right, that's true. But she didn't have to come back to the show. I
Why?
feel she put herself in that position in the last season
I mean, it's
because
not
she didn't have to come back to the show knowing that she was going to be forced to be around him, and she made demands. I don't want anything. I don't want to be around him. I don't want to talk to him. But you're on a show with an ensemble
If she
show.
doesn't come back, what the fuck would they have done? Think about it. They needed her to come back. That
And
yeah.
And
Go
that's
ahead.
not what she said. That's not what she said. And that's not the demands that she made. She said that she didn't want to have a conversation with him. She said she would
Oh, okay.
100%, she would absolutely film with him, but she didn't want to have a conversation with him, which is her right. He treated her like a piece of shit. And I
He
wouldn't
made
want to speak to him either. And why should I have to leave the show that I've been on also, that I'm making a living off of being on? Why should I have to leave when you did something wrong to me? You leave.
And why the fuck should she have to leave her goddamn house when you fucked up? Why everybody wanted Ariana to leave? Oh, just leave. Why the fuck is she? Why should she have to leave her home and her animals when he's the one who did the fuck up shit? He should move. Why was it her? He should have moved the fuck out. If anything, he should have left, right? Like, you're the one
Well,
who
yeah,
made the
and I thought she said she didn't want to film with him and speak with him. So I'm wrong about that. Okay. And
Yeah.
I agree. He's the one that fucked up. He's the one that should have left. Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, as much
And
as I don't like Ariana, I know what's right. And again, she didn't deserve what she got,
No.
what happened to her. She didn't deserve it.
I feel
He
all of
he
us.
should have moved out, or even if he didn't move out, be the one to go rent something or go stay with
Yeah.
somebody until they sell the house. But
And you know what?
and that's where he pulled the Jax too, because remember, Jax wouldn't move out and made Brittany go get a house for her and the kid.
Yep. And that's my thing with these guys. Why are you so fucking angry with the woman? I get you are both with Ariana and Tom. That was both on
Mhm.
them. But with Jax and Brittany, Jax's biggest problem is he hates her so much for doing
Yep.
for lying, for not lying. I'm sorry, for telling on him. For telling on him. For being an abusive cokehead. And meth head, but she didn't even call it like that. But like, and it's
Right.
these women who were stuck by you until they couldn't anymore because it was abusive. It was,
Right.
you know what I mean? And not really just Ariana and Tom, but like Tom really has no reason to be married on. They should be mad at each other. And or you know, I mean, Ariana was just, I was shocked. I was shocked when it happened. We should have known because it like, we kind of know who Tom is, and it seems like he very much is a very affectionate person, and he needs like that. But it seemed like when she started doing it, it was too late. But if anything, he should have just broke up with her. But I don't know how they would have done that because I thought it would have been very hard for them to separate. But and the only thing to them living there, they didn't have a problem still living in the same house because they were in separate, they weren't there at
Parts
the
of
same
the house,
time.
they had their own wing. Yeah.
It was everybody else that was like, not even like making a whole thing out of it until they actually had to sell it. Then it became a thing. But like during the season, there was no problem with them living together because they were home. But I also have a problem with too, like this. She has animals, right? She's on the road like 24/7. What does she do with her cats and dogs? Because how do you not? Who's with your cat and your dog? Who is she taking her animals with her?
I don't think she. I don't think she can. Does she have somebody who walks the dog or something? I don't know.
The thing is that you're not home with them for months at a time. That's not right.
Yeah.
They're your like so with the way I am with my animals. Maybe she has moved them to where I think she's doing Love Island right now or whatever. But when she was in New York and she had a place there, I hope to God she brought her animals because I don't know how you would be able to leave them home.
I know she definitely brought her dog to New York because I've seen videos of her walking her dog in Manhattan. So
I hope she brought the cat.
Yeah.
But when Scandal was happening though, she was leaving them for months at like maybe weeks at a time. And that broke my heart because even if Billy is part like a family member and then the dog and the cat know them, I can't even I don't go out overnight. I don't leave for more than 2 hours because of my animals. I mean, I know it's a little ridiculous, but I won't even leave overnight now. Like I can't take all 5 to the shore house with me, even though it's not that far. But I still, it would be too much to have all my animals. Like we would bring our dogs there all the time, but I have so many cats, and George and Zach are the only people I trust being home with them. And if we're gonna go on vacation, it would be the food. You know what I mean? All of us, like we're gonna go staycation, whatever. Like I'm like now, I feel like I can go to the store because I can leave Zach with stay here or whatever, because I'm not gonna drive back and forth. But like, I don't know. I just feel like, which that was she was younger too back then. So I don't know. But with Sheena, I don't know. I mean, I know that the producers are pissed at her, but I just don't see how Sheena. This is her fault. The stuff with it's actually Gretchen's fault, really. Gretchen's.
I think it's Gretchen's fault too. I think so too.
Yeah,
she's the one who brought it up. She's the one who started talking about, what was it, naked and wasted?
Naked wasted, right. Also, but Tamara didn't have to say. Tamara didn't have to bring up the. Who told Tamara? Who was it?
The producers, the Bravo producers aren't upset with Sheena because of the whole naked wasted Gretchen thing. They're upset with Sheena because of what she put in her book and how she pretty much threw production under the bus in the last season of Vanderpump Rules. She was saying that that last scene with Lala and Sheena was like a production ploy. Like they like planted that. Like it was.
And they didn't have to listen. They didn't have to listen and say the shit
right,
they
but
said.
And on top of that, the fact that you put it in your book just makes you stupid, because why are you going to bite the hand that feeds you? Like I would be taking.
Everybody does though. They all do that though. And
all the franchises, like they say it's reality TV, and yes, it is reality TV to an extent. But if you think that the producers don't like feed you storylines and tell you like, oh, you should focus on this and you should do this.
It makes me mad because they get involved, the showrunners get involved, like, and they fuck it up because we know the truth. Because no matter what they want and say, social media has a big influence on how the show's going and what.
That's true. That's true.
And it used to not be that, because now we're in 10th seasons and there's nothing real about it any longer because they don't like each other anymore. Think about it. This new Vanderpump, this is going to be our tell whether they can recreate magic and start over again. Because they hired people. They hired actors to play the new Vanderpump, and that made me mad. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Why didn't you just take a group of people that work there? And I'm sure
they hired actors. I didn't know that. I thought it was all people who work there. That's the point of the show.
Hired them to work there.
Oh,
I mean, it's like I don't understand that. Like, are you a group of people that know each other? Because I mean, it takes 2 or 3 seasons for people to start. If you're going to bring a group together and act like they're friends, you got to at least, like with New York, that did not fucking work because they didn't fucking like each other. They didn't really know each other.
It's true.
I miss the old fucking OC. Remember, guys, back when like all these shows that we're obsessed with, they were so much better when it was actually real. Like with the stuff with,
that's true.
How old and how young they were, but we were so obsessed with this show, and we thought that Scandal was going to ride on for 2-3 years at least, but it just flopped because I think there's a lot of drugs involved, to be honest. I still do. I still think Veronica, what's her name, Victoria, she was a yacht whore. That's it. She was never a fucking supermodel. And whether Tom has still, I think Tom was on something that entire time, alcohol, ecstasy, coke, whatever. Maybe even, I don't know. I believe the accusations that there's drugs in that house. And I believe that production is literally protected him. They couldn't, but you can't film with somebody who doesn't get up till 8 o'clock at night. You and your fucking drug addict girlfriend have drugs all over the house. And I'm sorry, him and Ariana were not clean people. And I didn't even know that. I did not know that they were that messy. And
I didn't know that either.
Like, yeah, I can't. I just was shocked. And I feel like production protected that because listen, we didn't even know that they were like hoarders and shit like that. And it just got worse.
Well, don't forget too. I forgot what season it was. It was a later season. Both the Toms, while they were getting their bar ready, Schwartz and Sandy's, they were sitting in that space, openly doing mushrooms. And saying, "Hey, we're high, we're on mushrooms while we're thinking of stuff for our bar." I'm really surprised they let that air.
Jacqueline, do you remember that?
Of course, I remember that.
I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then like I was so shocked that, and I had to ask everybody, is it legal in California? I'm like, it's got to be. There's too much. I'm assuming it's legal. I still don't know the answer to this
When they
because
were discussing the decor of
yes,
Tom Tom, and he's like,
yes,
they were so messed up, and he's like,
I know.
there's gonna be like flowers on the wall, and there's gonna be
It's like,
things that
dude,
spin.
like you have partners, you know. I thought it was so irresponsible, but I'm so shocked that that failed. I thought for sure it was not going to fail. I don't. Why do you think it failed? The actual restaurant. I couldn't because of what Tom did. Look, Jackson's come back.
They didn't know what they were doing. That's why. And they didn't take it as seriously getting that bar together and running it as they should have. That's why. If Scandival never happened, it still would have closed.
You think? Wow.
I do
Yes,
too.
I do.
I think that too.
I do.
Think
I
it's
mean,
what-
well, think about it. You've got the co-owners
yeah,
doing drugs on camera,
true.
and their partner and his staff hammering them. Come on, we need names of drinks. I mean, like they had to like really nag them. I mean,
But just, like,
I'm
can't
sorry,
believe-
it wouldn't have worked. And look how flaky they were when they were working with Lisa Vanderpump with
I know,
that with the
I
with
really-
what was it, her wine or something, and they were supposed to I don't know if they were promoting it or whatever, and they didn't do it. And Schwartz was behind the bar at what pump for like 10 minutes before he freaked out.
I know.
Schwartz can't even hold a job.
No, he can't. And when he divorced Katie, I was wondering what he was going to do because she was the breadwinner.
I totally forgot about Kate, guys. Like,
because when they were together, you would see, well, I mean, maybe he did more modeling than they showed on camera, but a lot of the time you saw her at work and her doing this and then opening her shop and whatever. And either they didn't show what Tom was actually doing or he wasn't doing anything.
He wasn't
I don't
doing
know.
anything, is my guess.
Me too. Me too.
They're gonna put Lala on the Valley, huh?
I am a Schwartz hater.
No, but I'm a Schwartz lover.
I'm a Schwartz hater. I actually dislike him more than Tom Sandoval.
Really?
I'm not a Schwartz fan either. I'm not a Schwartz fan either.
You want to know?
Yeah, tell me.
Krista, you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I think that Jax, Sandoval, and Schwartz are all the same person. I just think Schwartz is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I think that he gets away with it because he plays this dopey, I don't know, I'm just a scared little boy. Like he's so good at it that people believe that he's like this nice guy when deep down he's the same person as Tom Sandoval. He just hides it better.
True. I agree.
I think Schwartz hates women. Period.
Have you ever seen Tom Sandoval dump a drink over his girlfriend's head?
No.
That is, I'm sorry. And when he told Katie, like the things that he said to her, that she was like a miserable human being, which like, even if she was, like, that's your wife, dude. That's your wife.
I know. He should have held back when he was like on camera. I get it. I know.
He was he was an abuser. He abused her, except for like even in the first season when he dumped that drink over her head. Now, Tequila Katie is hard to deal with. Okay, don't get me wrong, but on national TV, that's going to live forever, and you dump a drink over her head, that's humiliating.
I know.
I think Tequila Katie 100% is like a terror, and I will not defend Tequila Katie, but I will say that if I were in a relationship with someone who always chose their best friend over me, nonstop, I could say the sky is blue. Sandoval could say the sky is red. We're going to say the sky is red because we're going with whatever Sandoval says. And I feel like after a while, years and years and years of that's got to get to you. Like, does my husband, boyfriend, fiance, does he love me? Like, does he want to be in a relationship with Tom? Like, I
don't think that. I just think that he was tired of Katie.
They should have never. They never should have gotten married. They should have never gotten married.
I agree. I feel like they were the Peach Pit high school sweethearts, like Donna and David. Like and they drew. It felt like we watched them go through high school as high school sweethearts, and the next step was to get married. And I think that we all were in it with them, but it was
I
more
don't
of like a thing, you know.
I don't seriously think that Schwartz wanted to be with Tom. I just
No,
think that it's got to get old when your significant other keeps choosing their best
yeah,
friend over you. When I feel like,
oh yeah,
when you're with someone, like you're supposed to be a team. Like you don't have to, like with my husband, if I'm being
yeah,
an asshole in public, I'm not expecting him to put me in my place when I'm like, when we're in front of people. But when we
Right.
get home, you better believe my husband's going to tell me what you said when we were out earlier was like not okay. I just feel like he he never defended her. He never had her back. I think like
Nope.
he just treated her like such crap. And like I mean, she should have left. The fact that she stayed like doesn't look good for her. But I also think when you're younger and like, you're in love and you feel like this is your person, it's hard to leave a situation like that. But
exactly. And I
I
thought that
Well,
definitely
they just should have never gotten married. And he was dragging his feet. He even pretty much told her how commitment phobic he is. I think he caved because he was afraid of losing her. When he gave her that ring on the string, she should have dumped him right there.
I
I
That's
know.
what I
agree.
would have done.
But she was forcing him to get. She was like forcing him. It was like an ultimatum for her for a while. And I just like I said, I feel like they were at that high school suite. They just felt like it was the next step to do in life.
I also think though they were together for so long. I honestly don't think it was wrong. I don't think it was that wrong for her to give an ultimatum because
I
I mean
agree.
after a while it's like shit or get off the pot. Like if you don't want to marry me and I know that I want to marry you, then why are you wasting my time? At least let me go so I can be happy and find someone else.
I agree.
Like,
I 100% agree.
I mean, I've always been a Katie apologist because I think from season one, I always thought that I always said that I thought she was so pretty, even with her ugly orange hair. I thought that she was so pretty. And I always felt like she was kind of pushed to the side because Stassi was like the star of the show.
Yep.
And Katie was the best friend, like, side. And I feel like she was always in the background and she never got to have her moment of being like a star on Vanderpump Rules because she was always either behind Kristen Doty or behind Stassi. Like she never had her moment. And I thought she was great on the show. And I think that people have the wrong idea about her because of all the shit that Schwartz put her through, made her
Yep.
like this bitter person. Because if you see her now on social media, she looks like a different person. She looks so happy. Like
Yep.
I found her really entertaining and I found her funny on Vanderpump Rules. I think she was just overlooked because she wasn't like the star of the show. And I always felt
Well,
bad for her.
I agree because two things. Stassi knew she was the queen bee, and everybody kissed her ass. But when Katie put her in her place and said, "No, I'm going on that," what was it? Was it Sheena's
Bachelorette trip or something, right?
bachelorette part thing? And
Mm,
because Schwartz was going, and she said, "I want to go to be with Schwartz." She didn't say, "I wanted to go to be with Sheena." She said, "I wanted to go to be with Schwartz," which I agree with. And Stassi, who did she think at the time? She thought she was, the end all be all, and was like, gave Katie, not an ultimatum, but, like the what? And Katie just was like, deuces. I was so proud of her for that. And
me too.
what I really liked is when her and Kristen showed up to surprise Stassi because she said, "I'm going to get a real reaction if she doesn't know I'm coming." That trip that they went on, I forgot what it was. And they showed up together, and because she did want to make up with Stassi. She cared a lot about Stassi. Remember, she called from Florida, what was it, Miami or whatever, and Stassi wouldn't take her call?
Yes. Hmm.
That's what I didn't like
Yeah.
about Stassi. I didn't like the way Stassi treated anybody in that. I don't like the way they treated Kristen or Sheena.
I love my Kristen. She's my favorite.
I didn't like her
I love
until
Kristen.
I didn't like Katie or Kristen until after the show. I really didn't. I didn't like Kristen during the show because she's a lot like me, and I knew I get it's like, you know what I mean. It's like with some things with Teresa, it's just, and Jack's like, I see a lot of the things that I worked on in them that makes me mad. But I do think that Sheena and they all treated Sheena really poorly as a friend. And in the end, when Kristen was trying to break up with, I think, I forget his name, the guy in the very end, the last guy she was with before Scandal, or before they all left the show,
Carter.
she would Carter. That the way they treated her during that was horrible. Like, let her break up with him the way she wants to. Like, if she
Right.
didn't want to, it was hard for her. She can't just walk away like the rest of you. You know what I mean? And something happened with Bo and Stassi lately, or something just happened with them? Did they
I don't know.
something
They
did
got
break
in,
up, or
no, a
what?
couple months ago they got into like an argument a couple months ago because apparently Bo just got reunited with his half sister or something that lives in Italy.
Yeah.
And Stassi has been trying to convince Bo to get like a tattoo, like a matching tattoo with her.
Right.
And he went and got a tattoo, matching tattoos with his sister that he just met.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
it like rubbed Stassi the wrong way. So she like came out saying, like that was that's what I heard a couple months ago. I haven't heard anything since then. I love
What do you
Bo. I love Bo.
I thought they were the perfect match for each other, but what do you think about the
They
tattoo thing?
I do
I
think
never
that
thought she would get a tattoo. I never thought Stassi would get a tattoo.
No, I mean
I do
Bo.
I do think that they are I do think that they complement each other well
Yeah.
because I say it's almost like me and my husband where there can only be one star of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I
Yeah.
remember on my wedding day, my husband said to me, he's like, please tell the photographers and the DJ, like no one could call my name. Like I don't want to be the center of attention.
Oh my
I
God, that's
hate that.
yeah.
And my response to my husband was, babe, don't worry. With me, you'll never be the star because I'm always the star. Because it's true. I said, don't worry. At our wedding, people aren't going to be looking at you. They're only going to be looking at me.
Dude, I didn't
So,
want to do that shit. I only had the wedding because my parents. It wasn't that big, but we got married in front of in front of the water. 6 of my bridesmaids right now I have X's on for all of their heads, or except for one. And we didn't do any of the traditional stuff because we didn't even like go around and say hi to anybody. I only did this for my mom. I was miserable at my wedding picture. I loved marrying him. I wanted to marry my husband. I would have been happy at the courthouse. And like the only time I was happy is we danced and we both cried. And like I watch her dance back and I'm like, I can see, like I just knew when I looked in his eyes that day, like I knew he loved me. I knew he wanted to marry me, and that's all I cared about. That's still all I care
guys,
about.
my wedding story.
You'll have to tell us one day. What time is it?
It is
All right.
5:39.
And where everything goes wrong, that's my wedding.
Are
Like,
you
oh,
are you guys gonna do the Teresa thing with me in 20 minutes?
I cannot. I have to feed Miss Priss and get a few things done. I might listen some, but I'm not able to participate. I have to get up and get some stuff done around my apartment.
Where are you, Lauren?
I live in Atlanta. Georgia.
Do you watch Housewives of Atlanta?
No, not anymore.
Oh.
I only watch. I never liked Miami. I just never got into it. OC, I was like, I tried it. I couldn't get into it. Potomac, like I tried them all. And
from the beginning or from where they are now?
No, from the beginning.
Oh, okay.
I tried them all. And the only one I watch now is Beverly Hills, only to see Erica. So,
and that's so funny because that's the one franchise that I absolutely hate.
Beverly Hills?
I am like, I absolutely hate Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to the point where I watch it and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm watching this. I hate the show. Like, there's not one person on the show that I like. There's like, I liked it, and I will say I liked it when it first started back in like the Kyle Kim days with like Adrienne Maloof and Camille. Those were the good days. I can't watch it anymore.
Well, if Erica wasn't on, I would have quit too. Like there were some that I just couldn't get into, and then some I just like, I'm tired. So
What do you guys?
yeah.
I saw Erica in Chicago on her opening night.
Is this
How was
Brittany?
it?
Um,
Maybe I'm telling you.
I mean, I
Well, I
don't know
think
if it was just her opening night and she had like nerves, but
why it was
I didn't
bad.
think she was that great. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
I mean, I
I
think it
mean,
was.
I also am not a fan of Erica, so I'm kind
So
of
what do you
biased.
think? I forgot to watch the Lisa Barlow plastic surgery thing, but do you think she's just not getting fillers anymore or something? Or no?
You're
I
asking
don't
Or
know
me?
it
I don't know
yeah.
anything about that. She said that she has threads on both sides of her face. I don't know what that means. That
Oh,
she didn't have a
threads.
facelift, but she had threads.
She needs them. She needs more because I need threads too. I want to get threads done too.
What does that
Um.
do though? I don't know what that means.
All right. So like instead. All right. So like if you look at it, like, all right, hold on. Let me put this up better.
Does
So
it pull your face back or
yeah,
something?
like all right. So if you watch other older videos of me before I got all the fillers and stuff, needed them to do this because it pulls everything back. It makes it smoother. And it's a thread over here. It's like I'm assuming it's very little, but I'm sure it just does the same thing as a facelift, which it would just I seem like I would probably get that. I've spent 15,000 on my face.
Krista.
I know. Shut. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. And that's like, but that's in 3 years, I think. But that's it. I could have just gotten a whole facelift. I might as well just, But at this point, to keep up with it, I'm gonna have to. It's like.
Lauren's gonna love my shirt for BravoCon that I just got. Hold on.
Why? What's it say? What's it
Hold
say?
on. I'm gonna try to show it to you. First, we're gonna have to see my ugly face.
Shut up.
Wait. Oh my god, my room is such a mess. Hold on. Can you read that?
No,
I can read current mood, but I can't see the rest.
It says season 3, Kristen Doty.
Oh,
Right?
I love Kristen, and I'll tell you why. From day one, I never thought she was crazy. I thought the situation she was in, she was just, it drove her over the edge. But and that was her reaction. But I don't think that she's like a crazy person.
No. Well,
You
like
know?
me, she's just like I am, very reactive, and very sensitive. Remember I told you that the thing I have on StreamYard, the little button thingy, Jacqueline? Remember?
Yes.
Did you use it?
No, I'm not even on my
You're not. You
laptop.
are there. Oh, but you should. If your StreamYard's hooked up, that you can still on your side. You can do everything I do.
Ready for
But
this?
what's
I'm
that
like
say?
Lisa Barlow, Karistas.
Oh my God, your hair does look pretty good.
Thank
Do you
you.
think? So let's look at OC real quick before
My
we go
Lisa
to.
Barlow pin straight hair that I know you love so much, Krista.
I do like it actually. Are you in a robe?
Hmm?
Are you in a robe?
I am in a robe. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not.
I'm in my winter robe.
Oh my God, it's so cute. It's so cute.
It's a pretty color. It looks good on you.
Yeah,
What-
you look
what-
really pretty. You look pretty.
I said it's a pretty color and it looks nice on you.
Thanks, guys. I'm actually having a very ugly day because I'm on my lady friend right now. So I just feel like my makeup's not great, my hair's not great. I'm in a robe because I can't figure out what to wear because I feel bloated. So and I'm going out to dinner later and I don't know what to wear.
So what do you think about? So what is this big reveal thing we're supposed to find out about OC? Do you know? Like, what is this whole big shebangy thing? Like, I don't think it's
OC or Miami?
Oh, is it Miami?
I think
Is that
you're
what-
talking about like the reunion, how something is like.
I don't know. I heard like something's coming up on the mid-season finale, or season finale, where it's going to be better than OC or better than Salt Lake or something. Than the Salt Lake.
I think you're talking about Miami. They're saying there's some bombshell for the reunion.
Do you know it? Do either one of you know it?
I know it has something to do with Adriana and Julia because I saw on an interview they were saying it has something to do with someone on one of the couches, and I looked at the seating and it has to be, and the previews, it makes it seem like it's something with Adriana and Julia, but I don't know what it could be.
I mean, yeah, how could it be? I mean, both a big reveal about something they did in their life together. Like I thought.
Oh, Mamir, thank you so much. Oh, I'm just gonna have to come on live more often. It really boosts my self confidence.
I know, seriously, I'm obsessed with it. All right, real quick, I want to ask, like, before you guys go, with Jax. Now, forget what I think about him. You're making me dizzy. Say something.
Me?
Yeah, from moving around. No, I mean, yeah, just yeah. Okay, you mean turn it on, but like moving back and I do it to my dad all the time. He gets mad. Do you think Jax, Lauren? Do you think Jax is fired, or do you think he's paused? And do you think that the Valley with Brittany on it is really getting rid of him? Like, do you really think that he's gone?
I think he's on pause. There's very
Yeah.
few people that they like outright fire. And he was the first season, he was a big part of it. Him and Brittany were the first season. And with him gone, nobody misses him, including me. But
Are you watching The Valley?
oh yeah, I watch it every week.
Oh,
every week. It's Vanderpump adjacent, so I have to watch it.
I think that he was the lowest. I think out of all the husbands, he's the lowest caliber of a husband and a business person. You know what I'm saying? Like even in their
absolutely.
shittiest, right?
Oh, absolutely. And spying on her, I mean, that's a crime right there. The physical abuse, the emotional abuse. I mean, but don't forget, Bravo protects men.
Right.
That is true.
Lisa Vanderpump she doesn't get involved with the Valley, but I'll bet you money they probably said something to her regarding Jax, and she always protected him.
Ooh, someone's cat's hungry.
Oh, that's my kitty. She wants attention.
Oh my God.
Miss Priss. And I mean, he's a polarizing figure. I mean, that's why he was on the first season of House of Villains. He knows he's a villain. He admits it. He plays into that. But now this is not the villain of the show anymore. This is the devil.
Yes,
this is the devil on earth. I mean, there's no word to describe how despicable what he's done to Brittany.
Yep.
But because he's the one that got the ball rolling.
So he said. So he fucking said.
So he says. He's but if you think about it, the show did center around him and Brittany. At least the first season did. And the second season, quite a bit of it was centered around them too. So
I don't think he's on pause. I don't think he's coming back.
I mean, I don't think it'll be anytime soon.
I don't think the only reason why I don't think Bravo is going to bring him back is because, yes, there's a lot of problematic men on Bravo that like they do show. I think that last season he really, really took it too far with the physical abuse. And I think it's a liability for Bravo to bring him back, knowing that he's capable of doing something like that. I just don't think, I really think that was like the last straw. And on top of that, people are saying that maybe if he changes and gets better, they'll bring him back. But once again, a narcissist doesn't change. Like, yes, he could go on medication, he could have therapy as far as, being bipolar and other things like that can be fixed, that can be regulated, but being a narcissist, there's no medication for that.
No, there's no medication for that, for being a narcissist. I don't know. I think he's just going to be on pause for quite a while, because when they use the word pause, I mean, they brought Dorinda back temporarily for a few things. It didn't go well, but they did bring her back. I mean, even like, well, Nene, he's at that level. What she said about the network, and then tried to sue them, and everything that went down with that. And then she's like, well, I'm open to having a conversation with Andy. You think he's going to want to talk to you?
The only difference I can see in that is the fact that there's no physical violence on Nene's part, where
Right.
there was, she did wrong by trying to sue Bravo, but I feel like there was no like physical violence. Like she wasn't
Yeah.
now, because now
Well,
I'm thinking I'm going back in episodes and I'm remembering like in the earlier seasons. Remember when they were trying to go in Nini's closet and she like
That's the only
physically
time.
like pushed the production out of the way?
Yeah, well, don't go in my motherfucking closet. I told
Oh,
you
I
no.
agree. I
yeah,
agree, but
but Krista, her reaction, that was a
Yeah.
violent reaction.
Well, they should have.
Okay,
She told them 3 times though.
and then
And
when
that's
she was on the tour bus with Candy and what the hell's her name, Kim,
oh, Kim, yeah.
you know, and she said, "I don't like how you're treating Sweetie." Well, Sweetie has a mouth and does speak up, and if Sweetie had a problem, trust and believe she would have either A, said something to Kim, or B, quit, or both. And that argument, it was beyond an argument. That was a violent argument, in my opinion. But that's not why the whole thing went down. I mean, she accused them of racism, a lot of things, very damaging things. And then she's like, well, and then when they wouldn't play ball, and she said, well, fine, I'm going to sue you. And this whole big scandal with that. And then she's like, I'm open to talking with Andy. If I was Andy, I wouldn't talk to her.
yeah. I mean,
You know,
that was yeah.
and
That
Jax is not blaming anybody but himself.
of
I'm not
course,
saying
but
he's right. He doesn't get a pass, and I'm not saying he's right. Please don't get me wrong. But, production gave him a chance to save his job, and he took it.
I know.
And and he and he and he has said it publicly, whether or not he means it. He said it publicly that, I was wrong, and there's things I have to fix, and
Well, guess what? He said it for
blah blah
12
blah.
fucking years. He said it for 12 years. Okay.
But
No, no, no. I
he
know.
also
I
he
know.
That's
also
why I said. That's why
blames
I.
his actions on, the way he grew up and his
No,
parents and
he really doesn't
Oh yeah,
though.
yeah. Well,
No, but
that's
he
why I
doesn't.
said I don't know if. That's why I said I don't know if he means it, but
mm,
He doesn't. He
he is.
doesn't mean it.
He has never accused the network of anything other than not accused anything, but
Right,
you
right. Well,
know
that's
he
you
kept
know what I
his
mean.
he kept his job all this time, and then they
Yep,
gave him
yep,
another opportunity, and then he
yep.
blew that.
I told you guys
So
a year ago. I swear to God, last at the beginning of the Valley, I said, "Look, Jax has everything back. He's going to fucking lose it because he gained
yeah,
it
he
back on
is.
the back of Scandival. On the back of all that bullshit. That's how he got everything back. You know what I
Yep.
mean? The
Yep.
Valley, the show, the podcast. He couldn't. He fucked it up. He always does. He always does. He just for some reason. Him self-medicating is more important. And you know what? I get it, dude. But it's time to grow the fuck up. I never had kids. Like I can't after you start having kids and you don't want to do anything to help yourself. I can't. You lose me that. I can't say I understand your addiction any longer because I don't. I
Right.
mean, because I didn't have kids because of mine, and I didn't want. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things like, and I'm just like him. And listen, our mental illness, whatever. I'm not a narcissist, but like that part doesn't have anything to do with the drugs. That's just common decency to people, and actually to fucking treat your wife like that, the woman, you have no sensibility there. You're so illogical and ill-sensical, like, you don't make any sense. You're mad at her for what? And everybody's telling you what the fuck you're doing, and you're still doing it. And I said it at the live show. He says he gets it, but he really doesn't.
He doesn't see the forest for the trees. He doesn't
He
see the
doesn't.
forest for the trees.
And I said, listen, all these people out here, there's about 40, 50 people that bought money for you to come, and they love you and they think you're the best thing ever. You're late. You have no merch. He was a mess. And those people still, I said, Jax, but they're fucking losers, dude. I'm sorry to say to you. I said, these people aren't your friend. I might, yeah, great. You have a live show. I'm sorry that I ruined your pot. It's a tough love friend here. I tried to not, I kept my mouth shut the whole show. And I just sat there looking around like, wow, these people think that I didn't know that many people still thought that but they're not thinking of it like in like real life terms. And I'm sitting there like, I'm at a table with a bunch of people that like Jax. I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking? I'm like, and I'm right, but I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm ruining your entire fucking night. I know it has nothing to do with me. I said, this is a whole conversation that has to do with like rehab. I said, I'm just here because I need therapy. because I need help because I lose my mind over this dude all the time.
He's a trigger for you. He's a trigger for you.
Because I fucking change. I am self-aware. I can be a very mentally abusive person, but I'm not on camera, unfortunately. But I have to apologize to George a lot. It's not right, but I'm also not on drugs either. I'm ruining my life like I used to. Like, you have to fucking learn to, if you're going to do it, dude, like I said, be more motherfucking responsible. If you have shit to lose, then don't do it to the point where you're gonna lose everything. What happened
That's
with
the
Jackson?
thing. He thinks he's not going to lose his family, this, that, and the other. And then when it did, he got a rude awakening. But I still don't think it's enough. I don't think he'll ever hit rock bottom. I really don't.
I know. And if this isn't, listen, you know what changed for him? He did coke this entire time. He started doing meth instead. About, I don't know, 2 years ago. And that is what really, he could not do it. It's not a party drug. It's just not. It's just fucking not. And it's the thing is, like, he just couldn't. I'm telling you, he held his shit together all that time, and it was his mouth that got him fired. But he was polarizing on the show. And nobody really, I didn't know he was on drugs. I said it later on later on when I realized what pasta meant. I was like, oh shit, pasta is. I had no idea that all that was about coke. So then
I had no idea until people started. I thought it was literally about the pasta because Lala ate some of Raquel's pasta.
She did all her.
But see, I'm what's the word?
I didn't know either. So
I know nothing about that world.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is what I put in the chat is my friend who was on Percocet, and she ended our friendship. She had surgery on her foot, and she was given Percocet. Okay, people need pain medicines after surgery. Okay, but I don't know if this is true or not, but like 6 months later, she was still in pain, and she was popping those things like every 2 hours. And I didn't think anything of it because, see, opioids don't work on me. I have anti-inflammatory when I have pain. I had Percocet for migraine, did nothing for me. It was like popping a Tic Tac. I didn't get high. I didn't get any pain relief. I didn't get nothing.
Oh, wow.
They gave me morphine in the ER when I had a kidney stone.
Yeah,
I had to lie. I had to lie through my teeth and say, yeah, I feel much better now, to get the hell out of there. Because even when they increased the morphine, I got nothing. I didn't get high. I didn't feel any pain relief, nothing. Okay, it just doesn't work for me. But here's the thing. This is what made me think that this woman had a problem with Percocet. I don't want to say addict because it may not have been an addict. Maybe it was an issue.
What made you think that? Yeah, did she run out?
Right. So what happened was her and me and my friend, we went to lunch. We went shopping first, and we're walking through one of the stores, and she's talking like this and talking, instead of like in her normal voice. And I said, what the hell's wrong with you? I said that to her.
Yeah.
And she said, and she goes, nothing. What's wrong with you? I said, you're talking like a lunatic. You're sing-songy, your voice is going up and down, sing-songy, and she looked like she was out of it. I don't think she blinked the whole time we were together that day. Okay. And she gave the impression that because I don't know for sure, she gave the impression that her head was in the clouds. Okay. And then we went to lunch, and my friend who was with me, she was just an acquaintance of this other woman, but her and I are really good friends. And we sat at the table. At first I said something to my friend. I said, I think something's wrong. And she goes, okay. And so we're sitting at the table, and she's, I have the pasta, and then she's like waving her arms around, and her head is going back and forth. And I said to her, what is your problem? What is going on with you? And my friend and my close friend who was sitting next to me, she said the exact same thing. We were very blunt to her face. We said, what is going on with you? Nothing. What are you talking about? No, nothing. Okay. I'm just like, And I put 2 and 2 together, and I said, it's the it has to be the Percocet.
Right.
Be,
It probably
you know,
was.
it probably was. Now, because I don't take those types of medicines, I'm not in this woman's body.
Yeah.
I don't know if she didn't get enough sleep. I don't know if she hasn't had enough sleep lately. I don't know
Like, did you
if
ask
she had.
that before you said anything about the Percocet? Like, what's wrong? Like, did you not sleep well?
I did.
Like, okay.
Well, what I said was, "What's wrong? You're not acting like yourself."
Right. Okay. Like, no,
Those
no,
are the
you didn't.
words I used.
Yeah,
Those are the words I used. I did not flat out accuse her. Okay. But then later, I did say to her, because I said, you have a problem with the Percocet, because you're not sounding and acting like yourself.
Right.
Like the total, like, you know, and it was jarring and it was disturbing.
Yeah. I mean,
So
especially if you've never seen her like that, and it's like, oh shit.
I've never seen her like that. I've never seen her like that. And I met her in treatment. She had schizoaffective disorder. Not schizophrenia, but schizoaffective.
Yeah, I have it.
And I was there for not anger, but for rage. Someone who pushed me over the edge, a supervisor who pushed me over the edge, and I couldn't hold back anymore. I had 2 choices. I had to go get help, or I had to go to jail, because I wanted to throw this woman down this gigantic staircase at our work, and at the bottom of the stairs just beat the shit out of her with my fist. Sometimes I still want to hit her, Krista. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Do you ever wonder, like, do you ever try to get it? Like, you don't want to feel that, right? Like, you want the rage
I
to
didn't
go.
want to feel that way. I did not like that feeling at all.
And it sucks that
It was
doesn't go
not.
away.
And it didn't. No. And even when I finished, I still had that feeling. I was terrified of running into her. And then I found out that she went to a different group and she wasn't my supervisor anymore. And I was relieved. But I saw her still in the building, and my body went cold, and I could not move a muscle. I couldn't speak, because I was terrified that if I got anywhere near that woman or even said hello to her, I didn't know if I was going to lunge at her.
Oh my God.
I'll have to tell you the whole story sometime. I don't want to, take up the time here. But anyway, so that's where I met this woman, and I don't blame her emotional problem on the Percocet thing. I think it's not her fault.
Right.
I really don't think it's her fault. I think, maybe the pain lasted longer than anticipated, and her body got used to the med.
That's what happens.
So,
and if she likes the feeling, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry?
She might like the feeling, you know what I mean? But I got to
She might
switch over.
She might like the feeling.
Yeah, my thing was.
Did you stay live the whole time?
Yes. Oh my God! And then Lauren just left again. Yeah, I was ready. So I'm going to switch over to the Teresa interview in a minute. At 6 in like 2 seconds, but we're just ending this one, and but yeah, she had to go to anger management. So we're going to talk about it one night when we go to we have like different stream or whatever. But yeah, we were talking about OC for a minute, and then
you're looking very Angelica Houston,
isn't she?
Yeah.
Let me show you my outfit. I don't think I like it. Hold on.
Mira,
I'll show you my outfit.
Her OOD.
Can you see it? Do you like it?
OOTD. I like it. Turn around.
Yeah, I get a little closer. Let me say. Hold on. Make it closer.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's
there we
fucking
go.
Let me see. A shirt.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That the little house in the prairie is in right now.
Can I get away with wearing like Birkenstock shoes?
That looks very Berkeley.
Yeah.
I mean, in California, that'll fly fine. Everybody's on Birkenstocks and Crocs out here,
I kind of feel like I do look very California right now.
If you're comfortable in it, I rock the jeans and the shoes too. I'm not a fluffy.
It's kind of Coachella-ish, but the shoes definitely something else would kind of elevate it. If for a nice casual, super casual, I like it. But yeah, as long as your toes are cute, girl.
Yeah. I'm going out to dinner, and I was telling Krista I'm on my lady friends, so I feel like just everything is just gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the StreamYard smoother part thingy, whatever. Because listen, it makes it look like I have my filler, my Botox done when I'm in between sessions, you know. But
Uh-huh.
I get it. I get it, dude. I get it.
I gotta
But
stop walking.
I know you make me so dizzy. I can't look.
So are we going to the other place or are
Yes,
we staying over
yeah.
here?
No, it's I'm gonna go over there and I want to watch the Teresa interview. And please, please interject me and stop me from my rants when I start to interject and fucking correct her. Because I
Hey, you know,
guarantee.
I can only do so much, girl.
Listen, I promise them, I promise everybody that I will try to let it
You know,
play.
do you, boo? Do you?
But I
But
still
I
want you
will
guys.
help you stay on track.
Please do, because I just put the
Okay,
link
I'm
in.
dropping so I can
Yeah,
come back.
there's
When
the
you
link. And
when you
you guys
okay.
2 minutes. All right,
I
bye.
have to wait for the yeah, I'll find it.
Okay,
Oh, never
Jacqueline, what are
mind.
you doing? Jacqueline, are you coming over there?
I unfortunately can't because I am going out to dinner in a half an hour, but I'm gonna have a margarita and then I'm gonna come home and attempt to play around on live. So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, text me when you get back. And I'll try to help you get on.
I
Because if you
definitely
can,
will, but
if you were on your laptop, you could have streamed this on that.
yeah,
Like
I'm definitely
Larson
gonna.
has the whole
I'm not gonna be
episode.
home too late, so I'm definitely gonna try to go on something when I get home. But are you sure my outfit looks okay? Because I'm like feeling super self conscious.
I like it. I'm just not a frilly person. But it looks good on you. If you want to be comfortable, I would maybe. I don't know. Are you comfortable in that shirt? It looks cute,
What'd you
but like
say?
I would feel. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable in it. It's just me though. But it looks cute. But let me see. Put your camera on. Let me see something.
I lost you there for a second.
Do you have anything?
It,
I would. So you didn't hear me. I felt big because you weren't saying
no,
anything.
no, no,
I
no.
love jeans. Love your shoes. I'm not a frilly person, but if you're comfortable in it, yeah,
And
it
that's
looks
so
cute.
funny because my husband was like, I don't like the top. And I'm like, that's what I like about the outfit. He's like, you know, I don't like ruffles. And I'm like,
I don't like
okay,
ruffles either.
I based my whole outfit around the shirt. So I'm
Okay.
wearing the shirt.
Yeah, I wear the
But
same. Literally, I wear the same jeans. I wear the same kind of jeans almost all the time. That I about 30 pairs of them hanging in here. They all look
but
exactly like this, and
I know
I
it's
wear
not your
like.
style, but it doesn't like it. I don't look
No, it looks
sloppy,
good.
right?
No, it looks amazing if that's your style. Yeah, as for the style, yes.
Yeah, I
It's
have my style is like pretty like bohemian, like a little bit.
yeah.
So
I'm
I
thinking
just
like I
I'm
don't
just
even know if
going
I
out to dinner and I don't know how to dress to save my life. And I just don't want to look sloppy, you
either do
know?
I. I do it for this show and that's it. So me and George don't ever leave the house. So. But when I do go
Either
out,
do me,
like I
either
don't
do
know,
me and my husband.
you're always doing stuff, girl.
I'm always doing stuff, but not with my husband.
Okay, all right. I have to go do
Yeah.
my other thing. You're not
All
coming
right.
with
I'll be
me.
back later.
Just
Love
text
you.
me. We can do
I
everything.
will.
I love the freaking logo. I want to fix it. It looks so cute though. I love it.
All right.
It's just
Love you.
like you can make your own. We can make different ones. Like that could be for one thing. You know what I mean? But I just
Yeah.
thought that one was for like Instagram or something. Okay, love you. Bye.
All right. Love you.
All right,
Bye.
love you. Bye. Oh my god, my space is all. It says your disc is almost full. All right, I will meet you over there in 2 minutes, guys. I put the link already. It's the Teresa interview, Nick Vile. I'll put my disclaimer in the very beginning that I promise I will not be an asshole. I'm just gonna have to correct her a lot. I know that. All right, love you. Bye. Please like, comment, share. This was an amazing live, guys.